Welcome, welcome. So let's see what is on today's docket. Let's welcome our friends in our community. Hi, how you doing, Sharon? Um, how you doing, Miss Marianne? Let's lower the volume on my other devices. Okay. Hi, welcome. Edward, how you doing? So we have a lot on the docket again. It seems like every week. Thank you again for your support on my channel. We're still here, it's still growing. Nice to see you. Hope you're enjoying the content. And thank you to all the people that have joined my Patreon. We're trying to make it lit up in there. I'm constantly uploading, trying to build that out there. So again, since it's Savage Reacts is the Patreon you would like to support, I have my Cash App. So thank you for all the people that are, helping me build the Patreon and believe. I just uploaded a video which, is a little inspirational. And some of the content that I have previously uploaded, just bear with me. I may have to upload it, with commentary, just so to avoid copyrights or any type of things, because we can't just upload stuff nowadays. We gotta do it a certain way. But thank you for for everybody that understands what, and it's still here with me on this ride. So remember T Star Rio, how you doing? My volume is low. Oh God, it's always something. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Your volume is low. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know. I may have to switch device, which I don't want to do. But let me see. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me? Just make sure your volumes, there's not on either end. Okay. If you guys can hear me, then I'll continue. I tested it. It sounds okay from my other device, but just let me know. So today, every week I just be sometimes wondering what do I have for content, and there's always a bunch of stuff that comes up. So Jay-Z, we're gonna be going over. Oh, volume is a little low. Oh God. I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't even know. Okay, volume is a little low. Let's see if I have to use my other device. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Are you guys able to hear me better now? We want to make sure the volume is okay before we get started. Can you guys hear better? Yes, we can hear. Can you? Okay, if you guys can hear okay, just let me know if it's a little low or whatever. It should be okay now. Okay, so we have, all right. Hi, Jen. Hi, Edward. How down in Dixie. Team TM Macabro, I think. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. 46, but nice to see you. Okay, so on the docket today, in court, Jay-Z's diss track. We're gonna talk about the people that he dissed. We're also gonna talk about Questlove's reaction to this as well, and why he did these people or whatever. And we're gonna also talk about the fact that of what he said. We didn't forget what he said. Hello, Miss Marianne, how you doing? We didn't forget what he said, you know, because he was just on an interview talking about the culture. I don't know if battle raps are good for the culture. So we're gonna address that. We also have, you know, this thing with Drake. I'm gonna address it quickly, and I think this beef that he has, or the situation that he has. I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for asking. This beef that he has with this crash out dummy. I thought top five was a crash out. This guy Sauce Walker is something else. Is just swimming in toxicity. We're gonna talk about him real quick because I don't want to spend too much time because these people are just doing too much. We have PGLANG Imani, and her album. I want to talk about her album. I want to talk about uh, Whitney uh, posting pictures as well, you know, and her birthday and everything that's going on there. We're gonna quickly talk about YG, and something that he you know said in an interview about Kendrick's advice that was given to him, and it's so crazy to me, and how he was trying to do albums just to get out of his contract. So we'll talk about that. What else we have? We have Kendrick's Luther re-entering the U.S. Spotify again after Drake's album, and we're also going to talk about Kendrick's 600K pure sales for the GNX album. Um, we While we're talking about Jay-Z, we're going to talk about ageism real quick, with in hip hop, which has been I've been posting this for a while because a lot of the OGs are doing the job that these guys that are supposedly new talent are supposed to be doing. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Baby Keem and New York City. We're going to try to hit on Mal and the comments that he said. This is all in a week, guys. This is all in a freaking week. They're insane. These celebrities are insane. And we're gonna talk about Masego and on tour. There's so many tours. Like we need to start a GoFundMe for just tours. There's so many tours going on. It's scary. But let's start with this Jay-Z diss. Okay, we're gonna get right to it. Baby Keem killed New York City. New York City, he blended right in. Baby Keem loves New York City. I still believe that he has residence there. Um, you know, I still believe that this from my homepage. Oh, wow. That's YouTube is YouTubing. YouTube is YouTubing, but thank you for being here, Diego. So, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. This is crazy. But I've heard of that. I heard content creators saying it. It's like, okay. Some by the way, some of the videos that I put are 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 not approved in certain countries or certain cities or whatever. Like some of the music is not. It's just not approved. Like some of the music that is that we upload, you know, and we get that as content creators. We get those type of uh like it's like a little message, you know, when we upload some of the things. Okay, so Jay-Z surprised everybody, including that's why he said when he went in, you know, when he was freestyling, he made it as part of his freestyle to not to not tell anybody that he was doing it. It seems okay because Questlove was interviewed right after, and he said that in the rehearsal, they was just playing like a music, or he said that he was gonna do something, but they didn't know what it was. So he was surprised, you know, that Jay-Z did that and that he said all of the stuff that he said. Hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you, you too. So Questlove was surprised. The Roots were surprised at Jay-Z coming out and saying what he did. But everybody understands, you know, banter back and forth, or understands dissing back and forth, or it is what it is. What do y'all think? Do you think that this was like a beginning of a diss, like, dissing back and forth, engaging in a little bit of a rap battle, or do y'all think he's just responding? Because to me, um I feel like if you engage, because you could have responded in different ways. How you doing, Miss Texas Flower? Welcome. So, I, do y'all think that Jay Z was responding, was merely responding, or do y'all think that Jay Z was part of, is engaging in battle? Now, I'm gonna tell you what I think, and of course, I always say that I have an unpopular opinion, but some of you agree with me. So some of us have an unpopular opinion. I feel like Jay Z is engaging. Jay Z is engaging, and he's responding through rap. So he could have responded any other ways, but once you respond with rapping, that's engaging. So because now he might just, and let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that he might just this is one and done? You think that this is a one and done, or do y'all think that he's gonna continue to respond? That's a good question. That's something I want to hear from y'all. Because if, okay, he done this, how many people? I'll tell you. Oh, like to hear it, here it goes. um he dissed Drake, Kanye, Nicki, Dame, Tory Lanez, and Dad, Jaguar, right? So it's like 6, 7 people. Your music diva, hi. How you doing? Hi, Miss Sensitive, said Texas. Um, so I'm not sure if he's gonna continue to engage, but because listen, all these people he listed, if they all come up with a diss track or a response, then that's something else. You understand? Then that's something that we have to, he has to decide. Is he gonna just ignore? Because he ignored Nicki Minaj for a long time. He ignored a lot of these people for a while. Um, he is of course making money moves and everything. I have mixed feelings with Jay Z, and like I said, I'm this is my footnote on Jay Z. You gotta know where you stand. You cannot say, oh, I don't think rap battles are great, because that sounds like an answer that millionaires are making him behind the scenes say, protect the money, protect the investments type answer. And that also sounds like an answer of somebody that lost a rap battle, either. Okay? But now, all of a sudden, he and some people are also saying that he has an album coming up, right? And we believe he has an album coming up. So just to get the algorithm going. But either way, I like people that when they say something, they stand on it. And it's okay to change your mind, but you just said this a few months ago. A few months ago, you talking about, like, I don't think that rap battle. It's almost like you were coddling Drake, and it's like almost feeling bad, like, guys, let's not bully, let's not do, it's too harsh. But as soon as Drake just this on the Iceman album, the jig is up. He's just, because Drake just mentioned him. He didn't know, in my opinion. I don't think he knew that Drake was going to answer. And if you know Drake, and if you studied his movement, you should know what he's all about. You should know what he's all about. You can't just be like, oh, this guy Drake has done too damn much to be forgiven or forgotten. Like what he's done so far, you may forgive, but you can't forget a lot of the things that he's done. And like I said, the way he messed with Kendrick's family, that was despicable to me. It would have been up, like, beyond that, beyond and forever. You understand? Um, some some people, like, when they go low, we go to hell. When it comes to certain topics. Let's see what y'all saying. Diego sent me too. Since he said Jay be tripping sometimes, but his freestyle was fire. No, his freestyle was valid, was legit. and I like the spoken word type of thing, and I like the back and forth. I love rap battles, so it's like, yo, we know we enjoy this. We love the rap battles. Just you a rapper. You're from freaking Crooklyn, better known as Crooklyn. What are you even talking about? Are you that far removed from RC Projects, my guy? You know, I guess people are not that hungry anymore. Music Diva said Jay-Z's freestyle was a rebuttal, not a diss. This man has a right to respond to all the shots that were thrown at him and his family. Correct. But what happens now if all these people respond? Dame Dash responded, and a few of them have. But what happens if people want to continue to engage and continue? And he does have a right, but at the same time, I'm the type of person, I know where I stand. If I believe in rebuttaling and going back into and back and forth in rap, then I believe in rap battles, because that's battling to me a little bit. It's not just a response to me. Now, if this is his one and done, great, but there's more to come. There's mad hate, and certain people don't need to be responded to. Quite frankly, some people like Damon Dash, like, get your dental situation in place. We're gonna talk about him. Efron and find out that part. He felt foolish saying that ish, and then Drake dissed him. Drake dissed him. Yeah, truth, unfiltered. Yeah, Drake dissed him, and he didn't expect that. That was a like rap wars. Yeah. Diego said, yeah, he be tripping. Yeah. Let's see. Music Diva, and Jay-Z defended Beyonce and the kids from Drake. Yeah, he had to. Said Edward. I'm gonna be right back. Just gonna order some food. Get me something. Get me something, Diego. Just like, yeah, give me some. Give me some fries or something. Your music there, his has a diss in his back pocket. I think he's ready to engage. You know what I'm saying? I think he's ready to engage. He has to engage. He has to. I think he should engage. And that's the thing I like about Kendrick. When Kendrick decides to engage with someone, he is ready. You understand? He's ready. And I'm the type of person too. If I'm gonna step forward and you're gonna hear from me, best believe I got a whole tour plan. Best believe I have the whole next 2 or 3 years plans. Best believe I got at least 10 diss tracks. And 10 would make me nervous. I would literally, I'm overzealous. So I would have about 20. I would have an album's worth. You know what I'm saying? I would have, and I think Kendrick had songs just cooking for all these years. But when I step forward, I don't step forward, willy nilly, like, oh yeah, I got a couple diss tracks. No, when I step forward, it's up. When I step forward, it's on and popping. And if I tell you I believe in rap battles, then I believe in rap battles. I'm not iffy Annie. Like, it's very hard to change. But maybe I shared that with Kendrick, where both air signs were very analytical. And once we decide that we're gonna do something, it's on. It's on. So let's see what y'all saying. T Mac Bro said he is responding to all those that said things about him. Oh yeah, he's responding. I mean, people were talking relentlessly. Nicki was, I don't even know how long Stinky Minaj was running her mouth, Cat Williams, hey Sensitive Savage Chat. I agree with everything you said about Jay. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I'm gonna be ready. It ain't gonna be like I don't believe in a rap battle. No, Stinky. All these people got issues and no tissues. Dame Dash, you need to find out and get your dental situation in place. If you get something that grips it up, you know what I'm saying. You can't be sloppy jalopy in a freaking rap, or interview. Nikki, get off the ski slopes. Kanye, look, I got everything. I got something for everybody. Let's start with Drake. Let's start with Drake before we go and we go crazy on these idiots. Because all these idiots just running their mouth. And I would have just came with straight cannons and fire and explosions. So the first thing was to Drake. Drake is still talking about numbers like an idiot. He's still talking about streaming. What streaming, Drake? The fake ones, that the bot streams, that Spotify, you and Spotify can't get together. Y'all don't know what's going on. Spotify is doing, might delete later. That's what I call Spotify. Might delete later. I might delete these streams later. Oh no, I'm sorry. We can miscalculate it. We did this. Oh no, I used a calculator. No, I used a human to count. Like, they keep going back and forth, and people are dissecting them and be like, wait a minute. People keeping track of their streams more than they do. So he's still talking about streams, and he addressed Drake, and he basically said, "You're looking at the wrong chart. What are we looking at? Forbes list, the money, and Jay Z could literally crush Drake with his wallet. I mean, truth be told, that's for sure." Then Kanye West. Kanye goes on a rant, and what I believe about Kanye West is that not everybody with mental issues goes as despicable and loses their damn mind and goes, ham on everybody saying the most egregious things. We can't blame every person that has mental issues, or just like, oh, I'm gonna just talk about kids and kids with special needs and all that. So he responded to Kanye, talking about the kids. He responded to Kanye talking about kids. Kids are off limits in rap battles. That's what I believe. Kids, family members, just leave it. If you are not creative enough to diss the person in front of you, then you don't need to be rap battling. So, and it's true what Jay-Z said, that he said something to the effect like, oh, he could be sane with me. He could be sane with me. When he's around me, he's sane. And Kanye West right now is perfectly sane after he, bought an apology, and he's now touring. He's perfectly sane. Um, so yeah, so that's the Kanye situation. I think he's out of control when and then he's in control when he wants to, or when he has something to sell. Uh, so because right now he's on tour, and some of the people are not buying it. They're not buying it. They're not buying his sanity, his temporary sanity and temporary insanity. Um, what did he say? Good drop. Um, uh, yeah. Well, either way, let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, these people, like I said, they make us look like so level headed. Like, they make us look great, because they just, we're discovering the true identities of all these rich people and all these so-called artists. And I am very careful who I support. I don't put and spend my money on people that don't I don't separate the art from the artist, is what I'm saying. Again, an unpopular opinion. I don't separate the art from the artist at all. If you are a terrible person, you abuse kids, you're doing all that, you think I'm gonna support your album? You think I'm gonna play your music at a cookout? You think I'm gonna be at a concert? You think I'm gonna support you? Crazy ass people. Um, crazy ass. Let's see what y'all saying. It reminds me of people were complaining that Kendrick didn't speak on immigration, and guys like Kendrick, K Smooth. Let me tell you who's silent. As I said before, Drake talks about, oh, all these people were beating me up. Kendrick was beating me up, and y'all just it's like that short that I uploaded with that scene when he's like, "You embarrass me, man." Just look up all the Drake stuff that I uploaded. I think it's hilarious. Drake was over here like, Khaled, you were silent when I was getting my ass beat up. Okay, well, you were silent in Black Matters. You understand? Black Lives Matters. Where do we see Drake protesting or being outraged at police brutality? Show me the video. I'll upload it. Okay. Show me the video. I'll talk about it. I'll upload it. We see Kendrick in all kinds of hoodies and all kinds of, hiding, but he's in Black Lives March. He went to the Compton Peace March, Black Lives Matter marches, and several. I have a lot of video on him supporting, and he talks about police brutality. He talks about it in his interviews. He talks about it in songs. He's not silent, you know. has been out of control for years. Yeah. I don't people I don't accept will accept people people won't accept his apology. Kanye can't be trusted at all. I'm done with Kanye. I don't care. There's no accent. There's no merch you could sell me. There's no nothing you could sell me. K Smooth said, "How you doing?" I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Y'all so cute. Um, Diego said Kendrick put GNX, and let me tell you, they gonna stop talking about Kendrick doesn't support Latinos. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. I want to fight everybody that says that. This man put that lady on a major album. You know, the lady that was singing, I forget her name. He gave her a chance. He saw her singing randomly at a game that he attended, and he was like, "Nah, we go." He gave her a chance. Willie Chavera is all he kind of. That's one of his favorite stylists of clothing that he wears. That's what he wore for the Not Like Us music video. The clothes are phenomenal, and he wore like a couple of hats that were from other Latino artists and African American artists as well. He put Lefty Gunplay. That dude has a Grammy. He put Peso on. He put a bunch of other people on. So he supports a lot. He tried. And that's another thing. You know, a little sidebar, you know, because they're complaining like, oh, Kendrick only paid 10,000 to each feature on GNX. I would have paid him. Let me say it again. I would have paid him. You gonna put me on a major album that is Grammy nominated and won Grammys, and I know Kendrick's stimulus package is top shelf. I would have paid him. I would have done it for free. I would have been honored. And they're not. They didn't just. And I don't believe it was just 10,000. I think they are getting some type of royalties. Kendrick is a good businessman. He's not going to dishonor these people. He gave them the biggest stage possible, the biggest alley oop, the biggest just hands, you know, the biggest alley oop to promote their career. And the only one, and that's another thing, the only one that's doing anything and that's really working and really sees the value is AZ Chike. The only one that sees the value. Let me tell you something. If that would have been me, I would have been everywhere, shaking hands, just like AZ Chike, shaking hands. They would have picked me up, put me already on a record company would have taken me and just like work with me because I would have been relentless. I would have put out track after track. I would have blew up like it just like. And just like AZ was the only one calling Kendrick and saying, "My guy, this tour is about to start." I would have stalked him respectfully. I would have stalked him. I would have been like, "Hi, the tour is 29 days away. The tour is 28 days away. The tour is 19 days away." I would have just been calling him respectfully. Am I able to go on stage with you? Blah blah blah. And that he put his pride aside, and that's why he's the only one that went on that stage. Because the other ones were waiting. Like, I'm just gonna wait for Kendrick to call me. I would have respectfully stalked him if that's a thing. If not, I would have made it a thing. Respectfully. And the minute that man tells me, "Yo, back up off me," I'll be like, "Yes, absolutely. I understand. Let me sit here and but I'ma still hustle." Okay. What y'all saying? I still don't trust. Yeah. Kendrick put Mexicans on. And Edward said he sure does. Kendrick is not our savior, right? Your music diva, yeah. Case nothing at all. Truth unfiltered. Kendrick speaks on black issues all the time. All the time. He don't need to make a statement about anything else. He doesn't have anything else to prove. He doesn't have anything else to do. This is why all these people, I don't know if y'all remember a Dave Chappelle episode, I don't know, where he was just slapping people. All these people need to line up and just get smacked. It's like, why are we here? Oh, y'all need to all get smacked. You've done too much and you need to get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Just shut the hell up forever. All of y'all need to shut the hell up forever. That's it. Just forever. Times infinity in a day. Because it's like, yo, this man helped you. That's how entitled this stupid idiot is. What's his name? Dodie Six. Entitled. He's insane. He needs to be in a loony bin with padded walls. Respectfully. because he's insane. After that GNX thing, remember when he crashed his car with his girlfriend in it, and he refused for people to call an ambulance, and while he was all bleedy and fresh off the crash, he went live with his girlfriend, and the girl was like visibly in pain and couldn't talk, and he was just like laughing like the Joker. Yo, he is a he is a bag of pecans. He is a bag of pecans of assorted nuts. These nuts. They're crazy. They're insane. AZ Chai joined Kendrick. Yeah, 9-3. Okay, Diego's laughing, crying. I don't think a lot of people. And I don't know people pushing the narrative here. Let's see what you're saying. Oh. AC manifested it. He ordered his jacket, earpiece, everything. Yes, he ordered all that stuff. He ordered everything. All of them need to get the rest of them that are not doing anything, and all these idiots will smack the hell out of people. Yeah, Kendrick will smack that, and I respect that. That's why I resonate with Kendrick. Yeah, yes, it's on live, Diego. Freaking Dodie, mother freaking six, another six, God. Um, that mofo had a crash. It is outrageous. It is just unacceptable. It is scary and it's crazy. He crashed his car speeding and refused services. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" You could hear it in the video. Everybody's like, "Oh my God," he's like all bloody and glass everywhere, and the girl's like in pain, and he just went live and was like saying, "We don't need nothing, we good," like just cuckoo for cocoa. It's like that movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Cuckoo for cocoa. He's a whole bag of pecans. These nuts. Crazy, went live after a crash. Yes. Dodie played himself. I think around that time. Yeah, he must have been on. He must have been off for something heavy. He a literal crash out. Yeah, he's a literal crash out. Diego, you pick up on things. Yes, Dodie play. Yeah, he's a little crash out. So, anyways, back to the list. You know, these are several Latino artists on GNX. Yes, Miss Marianne, absolutely. So, Kanye West. Okay, so Stinky Minaj, Lord have mercy. First of all, was she shining Trump's shoe? Then we don't need to hear from her. Like, we don't need to hear from her. I've been saying it. I wonder how her fans feel if and I believe. See, I've been saying this for the longest, and this is another unpopular opinion that I've been saying for the longest. I said Drake's fans are MAGA. Nicki fans, they must be MAGA. Some of them. How do they feel? The people that are Nicki's fans and are not MAGA supporters. How do y'all feel? Nicki declaring her love for Trump, basically. Nicki's weird ass move. Nicki should be quiet and disappear and shut the hell up forever, because you literally were trying to support your own brother, like with those charges that he's, serving for. Like, it's legit. It's not even allegedly. We don't gotta put allegedly. Your brother got a weird case. And her mom and everybody's like, "Oh no, you understand? My mom would disown me. Like, if I did anything crazy like that, they'd be like, you used to be my daughter. Like, you're not my daughter. What the hell?" And her husband, like, she is in love with that type of person, with the, you know, PD. You know what I'm saying? So she don't need to talk about anything. She was Jay-Z talked about her because of her tidal wave disputes and all title disputes or whatever, and it doesn't even matter. She's so irrelevant. And Stinky Minaj loves to start beefs with people because, like SZA, remember, she was going back and forth. And this is another thing I don't agree with when it comes to SZA. I wouldn't have responded to her at all, because there's some people that, okay, let's do a rap battle. And there's some people that you don't need to respond. You understand? You are on a whole world tour, SZA. You are on a whole world tour, and this girl was going back and forth. So I know, like I said before, that Kendrick must have stopped her and said, "Girl, sit your ass down. Like, don't even respond to this idiot." You said they were going back and forth saying nasty things. I guess that was SZA's diss tracks. Then Dame Dash, so help us God, Mrs. Chatty Patty herself. Dame Dash responds after Jay Z mentioned him in this freestyle or whatever, and it was that was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was hysterical. Somehow I'm one to blame. It's a murder mystery, gang. When Jay Z said that, it was hysterical. This dude Dame Dash, he flew out, just fell out in an interview, right? I would have hidden myself like forever. Like I don't even know what I would do. And instead, he found some glue, glued them back up just to talk about Jay Z's breath now and hair and style, and saying like, yeah, his outfit was wrinkled. I don't even know where to start. First of all, Dame Dash was part of an empire. How do you lose an empire and you have nothing, and then on top of that you over there selling cookies? He was trying to be fake woke. I think it was in Hot 97. I don't know what radio station it was. He was being fake woke, selling cookies and saying, I'm an entrepreneur. You came from an empire and you're, selling cookies is fine, because whatever, you can sell fish plates, you can sell mac and cheese, whatever you're good at, it doesn't matter. But it's like you came from a whole empire. What have you done with your 24 years or 30 years or however long it's been, 10, 15 years, that you severed ties with Jay-Z? And he was talking about his breath, he was talking about whatever. So you're gonna glue your teeth to talk about somebody else's mouth? I can't make this up. I'm not that good. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Just eat a cookie if you can and just shut the hell up forever. So he was making fun of his hair and polygraph. Thank you. Yeah, he put some glue. He found some hair glue, something. He put some, yeah. He put some Gorilla Glue or something on that. Because in the last interview, he made sure them shits didn't come out, right? Polygrip. Yeah. Where was your polygrip when you needed it, Dame? You should start a like a teeth glue company, and I guess that's the only way you could come back from it, because you have already surefire proof that you're not just a client, you're the president, you're the of that glue. But yeah, that's what he was doing. Let's see. C Bond. Absolutely. I would have asked, like AZ Chapman, as Marianne said. All the Latino girls that grew up with singing super bands, but all they got their heart broken because, and maybe I'm more intuitive than the average, because I never liked her. I never liked her. She never resonated with me. There's a bunch of people I don't like, and if you come to my lives, you kind of realize that. People catch up later. You understand? I give my reasons. It's not that I just don't like people for not liking them. It's just that there's certain people that don't resonate with me, because I could read right through them, and you could see what they're doing. What are they doing? All she was doing is just showing her ass, and just, she wasn't a good rapper to me. I don't care. You understand? I don't care. And I know people was probably writing her stuff too. It runs in the Young Money family, I guess. So then Jay-Z was dissing Tory Lanez and his father. They blame Rock Nation for their legal fallout. They're blaming Rock Nation and the situation with Meg the Stallion. I don't even like. I don't even know. All I have to say, let me see. Yeah, I never liked, but my cousin. All I have to say about Meg the Stallion, Tory Lanez, and all of that situation, and of course, I have to say, I'm the unpopular opinion. To me, all these people were toxic. Okay, what are you hanging out like? If Tory Lanez cannot stand, or he's talking all this and that about Meg the Stallion, and Meg the Stallion's talking all this about Tory, what are y'all doing hanging out with each other? Tell me who you hang with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are. If y'all all being toxic, okay? Because I know right now Meg the Stallion is on a heartbreak tour. You get me? Because of that breakup that she had. And she's like, oh, it's about to be a hot girl summer again. No, I see what you're saying. And people talking about he fumbled the bag and all this and that. they didn't fumble anything, because if they're not decent people that want to have an authentic relationship and want to be kind-hearted, sometimes you are what you attract. And if you're in a place, and it's okay to not be to be in low vibration at one point, and it's like not know your worth and all this and that. But at a certain point, you have to know your worth and start reading the room and start reading people and seeing if people are good and if a person is good and for you. You understand? Because she was moving too fast with that situation. And now, to me, like I said, they were all toxic. They were all there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with on both ends, because it's like he's in jail and she's out here. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something wrong. That whole night, I feel like the truth is not being said, the entire truth. And it doesn't matter, because what the hell were they doing that night? If y'all were just having a cool ass time, or you went to movies, you going out, like with another person, the night wouldn't have turned that way, is what I have to say. With someone else, if y'all just cooling and chilling and vibing, cool. But what the hell was going on, that y'all ended up like that? Talk, yeah. Cat Williams said, "Talk about it. Feel the same way about Nicki. Never liked her. Nicki Minaj could be the worst female rapper. I don't consider her a rapper. I think they both was in lust." Yeah, Diego. Thank you. Speak on it. Yeah, you're probably right. This is what I have to say. Like I said, there's those opinions. There's those opinions, and then there's me. And I think differently. I analyze things differently, and I think, like I said, tell me who you hang with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are. I could have picked somebody, or she could have picked somebody that's kind-hearted, cool, just a cool ass person or whatever, and that night would have been straight. You know what I'm saying? Like that night would have been straight. But they were both not in their right mind. Something went wrong. You get me? Or there's a lack of communication. Um, Something is wrong. Something is wrong on both ends, and everybody got to learn. They got to add that to, that lesson to cart, add it to cart, and learn, and just move on from that, and do better, and just learn, and know their worth, and know how to pick people. And then this is another thing: if you have a breakup with somebody that broke your heart, you got two things you could do. You could be like, oh, it's gonna be a hot girl summer, I'm gonna just go and do revenge and do all this, which there's karma for everything and consequence. Or you could just say, you know what, I need to pick better people. I need to learn from this. I need to evolve and grow. So what are you doing? So that's that. So Nicki Minaj, all these people, look at the people that she surrounds, look at the people she married, the person she married. So Tory Lanez and Megan Stanley situation, that's one of the people that were addressing Jay-Z. And I know that people say there are no honest billionaires, because it's kind of hard to be an honest billionaire. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. I feel like what you had to do to be up in there. You get me? Because at one point you got to say, I don't want the money, and have the integrity to be like, nah, I'm not just going to do this for money. Because if you do enough for money and you're willing to do enough for money, you're going to end up a billionaire. But at some point, I say no, it's not about the money. Not all money is good money. And some money has terrible karma with it. Especially if you sign on deals or work with a company that abuses their workers or whatever the situation is. Nah. So, no. Now, Jaguar writes, that's wisdom. The Savage said, thank you. Cat Williams said 100%. Now, yeah, you gotta evolve. You gotta add to cart, like I've always said. Like, you gotta evolve from everything that happens to you. You gotta learn you gotta ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Because if you don't learn from it, you're gonna be swimming in toxic waters forever. You're gonna die with just in toxic situation. And whether you decide to be by yourself or at peace, and that's fine, because sometimes if Tory was by himself just chilling, watching the game, or just listening to music that night, he would have been straight. And Megan too, if she just decided to stay home and it's like, you know what, let me do some cleaning, let me order pizza, let me just chill, that night would have been different. And the other friend, which is very questionable, that friend is extremely questionable. They're all the same. So the next person is Jaguar Wright. Lord have mercy. I don't know how y'all feel about Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright has been talking about Jay-Z. She can't stand Jay-Z. She can't stand Jay-Z. Oh, somebody wrote. I don't think billionaire community respects Jay-Z. If they did, he wouldn't be slipping back into rap. I think he got blackballed with the people over that Tony Busby case. Nah, he back outside. Yeah, ooh, that's a good point. Truth. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Truth Unfiltered. I like it. Yeah, that, like I said, yeah, there's something going on with him. For him to double, to go back and forth like that, to back up on his word, that's this. It's not authentic. There's something funny going on. There's a reason for the season. There's a reason, and absolutely that could be it. That could be one of the reasons. Um, that's why I tied in and why I said that oh, rap battles could be bad for rap. That looked very Suits. That decision for him to say that looked like it involved a lot of Suits in a conference room, didn't it? It just sounded very billionaire-ish. Like, oh no, I don't think it's good for the rap. He should have said it's I don't think it's good for the brands or the money that I have. That's what he meant. That's what it sounded like to me. That he was like, oh, it's not good for my money, So Jaguar is a trip. I think she has some truth, but mostly theories. There's that video going viral imitating Jaguar, and that girl, yo, she did it justice. It was so funny to me. I try not to laugh. I was like, I put myself in a try not to laugh thing, and I was like, I'm gonna try not to laugh, but it was so funny. She imitated her perfectly. Y'all need to watch that. Um, let's see. Hey, man, Sensitive Savage. I didn't get an alert. I'm late. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you for being here. You're welcome. Welcome into it. We're going over Jay Z's diss track, and we went over all the people that he dissed, and all of them deserved it, respectfully. But we're also talking about Jay Z and some of the questionable things back and forth that he's been doing as far as not wanting to engage in rap battles or rebuttals, and some people seeing this just as a rebuttal. So the yeah, that lady. So what happened was the Tony Busby case, and that lady, she messed up, and I think there was something wrong with the lady mentally, and she went on an interview, I believe, and she just um was saying that, accusing Jay-Z of doing stuff and everything, but then she went and, like, her story was all over the place. So whether it was true that it happened or not, her story changed, and that's when Jay-Z was able to kind of clear his name, but it's not clear to me, because this is what I have to say about Jay Z. And another, unpopular opinion warning. I like that he's a good rapper. I like that he engages, like he raps, and his rap battle when he battled Nas and he kind of lost. He continued. He did his business. He, you know what I'm saying? He he knew how to pick his head up and continue, and I respected that. But the fact that he's been hanging with Diddy for all these years, I think there's something tainted about his reputation, because of that. And people look at him sideways, like, what were you doing with Diddy all those years and in so many parties, you and Beyonce? Y'all must have seen something. You get me? So a lot of people feel that way, that he must have seen something. And he didn't stop hanging out with Diddy until Diddy started getting accused of things and all this stuff, and then he disappeared and got quiet for a minute. Um, so it's a lot of side eye looks at Jay Z. So I'm like, what I'm saying, like, I would love him to just be a rapper and not have all all these things that he does that are very questionable. They all deserve their diss. Diego said, Jack is a broken clock that's right twice a day. Well said, Cat Williams, because there are some truth to what Jaguar says. Um, but at the same time, I think that has a lot of post-traumatic stress from whatever she went through with him or around him or whatever. And I think that some of the her statements are hyperbolic, but there are some truth to it. I think there may be some truth to it. Yes, there has some truth in her statements. Miss Marianne said that. Yeah, I really think that there are some truths in her statement, because why would Jay-Z hang out with Diddy for all those years? You get me? And not, and if he innocently hung out with Diddy and just went to parties and doesn't know anything about it, okay, more power to him. But look what's happened. It's the same thing I keep saying. Tell me who you hang with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are. You're gonna hang with Diddy, and then he caught a case. He caught a case, and it just so happens that the lady messed up her statement and was running her mouth in interviews and saying different things, and the case fell apart. But let's say he is innocent. Well, he still caught a case just from hanging out with Diddy. He caught some of his karma, you know. He caught some of his karma or some of his consequences. So that's the Jay-Z stuff. He Ye isn't too complicated. He's a sellout. Yeah, Ye is easy. Yeah, Kanye is easy. Kanye is just conveniently insane it's convenient. I think both Jay-Z and Kanye are complicated. They're complicated. They're absolutely complicated. And I am not going to Kanye's concerts. I'm not supporting Kanye. Um, period. Period. Point blank. So the next thing that we have, um, well, we'll leave that for later. Okay. So let's quickly talk about Drake and this. What the hell is this? Sauce Walker and Drake have beef. And I'm going to repeat a lot of the stuff that I said, because it's almost the same thing I just said. All these people are hanging out with toxic people. Sauce Walker, whatever the hell, like this dude, he's been a crash out like forever. None of these people are doing shadow work. None of these people are having introspective work. None of these people are elevating, are evolving. Look at the people they pick. So what happened, if you don't know, I'm behind. I need to catch up. Shirley, Jay-Z was sick and tired of them disrespecting the kids and his reputation. Miss Shirley, we went over all the people that he dissed, and we were talking about, you know, whether it was just a diss or was he engaging. But either way. So Sauce Walker, I don't even know I don't even care if I'm saying that right. Has had beef with Drake, and now it's escalating. All of a sudden, it's escalating because of a piece of crap baby mama, like the toxic, one of the most toxic people that I have witnessed. Okay, so to make a long story short, because I don't want to spend too much time on it, um, it's just so weird. So Sauce is jealous that the baby mom, it's like, went out with Drake, or she went on, what was that podcast? She went to a podcast and was like, I did what I had to do. I know about my dad don't like it, but I met up with Drake and I did what I was supposed to do. What I wanted to do, or whatever. She said something like that. So let's put BTA on that diss song though. I'm behind, but I need to. Oh, the song was funny. Okay, this is this track. The song was funny. I laughed because he is. I think, you know what. I have a way out, Sauce. Just say you're a comedian and you changing. I told that was the solution for other people too. The solution is just say you're a comedian and that you're doing funny rap, and that's it, or whatever. So what happened was the baby mom and him, or whatever, they're not getting along, or they just beefing. It's the same old toxic nonsense. And she just looks like another BBL victim and another BBL IG model. It's the same old cookie cutter nonsense. They all look alike. So he bought her. What did he buy her? He bought her a Maybach or something like that. And the bottom line is that this guy is trying to save face by saying, no, I sent her there. I sent her. I've been taking money from Drake for years. We've been working together so she could go, I guess, screw him or do whatever. And no, we're working together, you know. So basically, you pimp your girl out. So how is she supposed to respect you when you don't respect her, and she don't even respect herself? Like I said, these people are swimming in toxicity. All these people's karmas and consequences just gonna be epic. You just, I don't even know. I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. But that's a long story short. So now they're beefing, and this guy looks like he doesn't mind going to jail. He's like bottom five 2.0. Top five. I don't call him top five. I call him bottom five 2.0. So it's like his goal in life is to end up in jail, I guess, because he's doing too much and he's trying to threaten. Now, now a broken clock is right twice a day, like we discussed. I don't know who the BBL. When I said BBL, I met Drake and I met the girl. I met both of them. She is a BBL. And Drake is her. Drake. They're both BBL, you know, recipients. Sauce Walker, this Drake and his own baby mama. That's what I'm saying. He's dissing his own baby mama. Like, he doesn't have any respect. She definitely doesn't have respect for herself. Because she's in the midst of this, having a time of her life. And poor innocent kids that will come in to be born into this type of mess. You get me? I hope they are like the phoenix and rise above all this and be like, my parents are trash, but I'ma still make it. And, you know, respect them from a distance. I pray for the kids involved in this goddamn mess. You know what I'm saying? So Sauce is like threatening, like, to do stuff, like to, you know, physically harm. He's like, man, I ain't just talking about it. You know, he's a top five 2.0. So we gotta see where they both end. I hope they both end in jail. All three end up in jail. That will make my day. It will be Christmas the minute that happens. Celebration on me. Like, come through, get a plate. The second they all end up in jail, come through, get a plate, ticker tape parade in my house. Like, everything. It's the Super Bowl, like FIFA World Cup, everything. We celebrating, come through, get a plate. That's it. Bring a Tupperware. We cook a lot. You're gonna get enough food to take home for the week. You don't gotta cook. Kitchen's closed. Like I said, and that's why Kendrick's not people's savior, but in a way he is, because he wrote to Adonis, gave him all the how-to of life in one little, you know, stanza. And if I was Adonis, I would take him to his word and be like, you know what, you're right. I don't gotta, you know, put a Pillsbury Dough Hawaiian roll on my stomach. I don't gotta let somebody pee on my leg or my arm or my back, my neck, my back. I would literally follow everything. I'll be like, check. Yep, I didn't let a man pee on my leg today. It was a good. I gotta say, it was a good day. You know, I would, I would literally go through that thing and just post it on my wall. His stanza. Kendrick is trying to save that kid for not being a savior. He should be saving people through his music. Yeah, so Miss Marianne, yeah, the story is just, I didn't want to give it honor to even put it on my page, because I'm like, they're just, I want to say it, but I don't want YouTube to bug out and just be like, you're shut down, that's it. Because YouTube, any minute, you know. Follow me on Patreon, because I'm learning about Patreon, and thank you for the people that are joining. I appreciate it. We got members, you know, so my membership is there, and that's where I could be a little more free and stuff, and TikTok and everything. You know, I'm trying to build it all up. But yeah, so that's what's going on with Sauce, and we'll just see. It's like to be announced, to be determined how these all three end up. But it's not gonna be good. My neck, my back. Yeah, cat one. It's my neck. Yeah, don't pee out. Nobody peed on my neck, my back, my. No, it's a good day. You know, everything that Kendrick said. Everything that Kendrick said is excellent advice for all these kids stuck in the middle of these idiotic parents. These poor excuses for parents that shouldn't have been parents. Drake is beyond pathetic. Miss Shirley said, yeah, he's pathetic. He just can't get a relationship with his own. He don't want to. It's a long life battle himself. He doesn't want to. He can't. Drake is in a hot girl summer forever. He's in a hot girl summer. He's over there, you know, duck lipping, and he's in a hot girl summer. He doesn't want it, even though he acts like he's wants it. And in Iceman, at one point, he said, they say I have to do deep dive and look within and evolve. And then he said, no, but I don't want to. So I'm like, he said it. He said it. He said something like that. Y'all find the lyrics because I don't care right anymore. Dear Jesus. He's in a hot girl summer looped. He's looped in a hot girl summer Drake. Um, yeah, he ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Um, so that's that. We took care of that fool. Um, what did y'all think of Jay Z's hair? A lot of people. I just want to point out. You know, a lot of people like, oh, you can't comb. You could comb out dreads, people. Oh my God, like. Some people don't know that you could comb out dreads, but okay. His hair is better. His hair was better because, respectfully, I did not like those things on his head. And I know it was very Basquiat of him because he adores, you know, that, or whatever, respects him. And that was my song. Yeah, that was your song. Shirley said so true. Yeah, yeah, I know we were having hot girl summers, but we grown now. Now we like more. Yeah, I remember that song. Everybody was loving that song. Like, you know, you couldn't get that song out of your head. You just had to say it, you know. But it's like that song was toxic as hell, yo. That song was crazy. But all right, let's see what's going on. Let's talk about from one dummy to the next. Let's quickly talk about Mal and this idiot Mal. Another idiot. I don't even know. I want to say other words, but I'm trying to censor myself. I love Jay Z's hair. I like his hair much better. I like Jay Z's hair like that. Oh my gentle grace of God. Everybody was saying that he looks like a long lost Bone Thugs, Uncle Thug, you know. And they say he looked like Easy. They said he looked like Easy Z, Jay Z. Like they were being funny. The heads don't care culture. Yeah, it looked much better. Yup, it was a glorious afro. Yup. And they were saying that it was like a glue down or something. It wasn't. I don't think it was a glue down. I think that's his hair. He got enough money to have stylists, you know, take 30 hours to take that out or whatever, however long. It doesn't even take that long. Here's a sign of strength, especially in the black community. I love Jay Z's hair. I think it's an improvement for whatever that thing. I didn't like his. Respectfully, I didn't like his thing. They were saying he looks like Absol. Yeah, they did a side by side. Oh Lord, he looked like Absol. They just always have something. Join other cultures that police their hair. That's what I'm saying. Black people sometimes are harder on. We're harder on ourselves, and other cultures don't care. You know, they don't be like on it like that. Some cultures do. Some cultures be clowning people's hair. I can mention some, but you know, but it's not that many people that just be. They should be celebrating that. You know, Uh, either way. But anyways, moving on to another imbecile. His name is Mal, Rory and Mal. Stupid podcast. So help me God that I never see that because I don't watch that. I don't care. But I know that he's going viral because my timeline was tainted with this mess. Um, because after the Jay Z thing, right? And Jay Z is he be like, oh, Jay Z's my big bro. Why? Because Jay Z's brother, because his brother, Mal's actual brother, if I'm not mistaken, Kareem Big Burks, Biggs, they call him Biggs, Burke, his actual brother co founded Rockefeller Records. So, yeah, his brother, um, co founded Rockefeller Records. And he went viral because they asked him who would you go with, whose side would you be on in a in a battle, you know what I'm saying? And he said he would go against his own brother and take Drake's side. I said side, so so damn, this man is a guzzler. He is a guzzler. Guzzler. Oh my god. Like those are epic proportions of um glazing. I'll just say because I want to say so much. If this was like unfiltered, if I could just say whatever, y'all gonna be like, oh my god, you a potty mouth. Cause wow, like he knee deep in that. He knee deep in that. You are correct, but he's sticking with. He said he's gonna stick with Drake and basically go against his own family. That's what he said. So he's going viral for another stupid comment. Let's just remember from the Bible. Samson here, his strength gave him power. Go Jay Z. Yes, Miss Shirley. Absolutely, absolutely. I believe in that 100%. And to be honest, I would love if Kendrick grows his hair back. I don't care. I like him with all styles, but I liked when he had the skinny braids, the chubby braids. I just like when he had, and I like that he has his beard and everything, and he has his hair is a wonderful glory. It's like natural. It's powerful. Yes, I agree with you. Cat Williams started laughing. Yeah. So Mel's in a competition with Macademics, DoorDash Premium Pro Max. Um, but at the same time, didn't Drake propose to Academics in that last meeting they had, and he held his belly? I'm not gonna stop talking about it. He held his belly in that picture like they were expecting a Big Mac. Like he was expecting, like he was pregnant. They're expecting, you know, a 30-piece nugget or something. I don't know, but that was weird. That candlelight dinner, you can't make this up, guys. You cannot make this up. They literally were sitting there, and he gave him a chain. And then right after he gave him a chain, like a couple days later, Smack Rooney Mix said, yeah, Drake's kids, and he's such a dummy. So he wasted money, and this is what I hate about these rappers. They keep wasting money on idiots and idiotic things. They don't deserve money because whatever you paid for that chain could have taken somebody to college. Whatever you paid for that chain could have gotten some kids some nice hot dinner and an apartment or someplace, some shelter, someplace to live. You know what I'm saying? Now they're over there taking pictures like they're expecting. Weirdos, gender benders, weirdos. They don't know what they want and who they are. So it's a freak. So he's trying to out freak Academics. And I think he's doing that because he was like, I want a chain. I want to be proposed to. I want to be expecting with Drake. Figure it out. I don't know. Y'all figure it out. Y'all let me know what the hell that is because I've never seen that before. So he got jealous. So I think he got, like I said, I'm an unpopular opinion. I think he got jealous and he's like, they've been competing with each other. And who could guzzle the most, you know? Most young artists are on Wesley's theory timing. That was weird. Two grown men fighting to be the bottom bit. Your music diva so accurate. Yeah, to be the bottom. Diego's cracking up. Diego, man, you can't. I'm gonna try not to laugh challenge because I am silly. I say stuff that people don't like to say. The quiet part. I say it out loud. I say it with a microphone. If I say it out loud. I don't give a damn about these crazy people. They don't deserve money. They don't deserve fame. The only person we made right, there's only a few people we made famous we made the right person famous. Kendrick, of course, baby Keem, of course, he deserved it. He was one of these kids stuck in the middle of people that had issues that were trying to raise him. So, and thank goodness he did have support from his auntie and his grandma and some family members. That was so weird. Two grown men fighting. Yeah, it's true. Your music diva. Dolores Walker was laughing. Yeah, what the hell that is? What is that? Like, how do they sit there? Like, I don't understand it. What happened to his other bitch? Like, what happened to Game? This is a three-way fight now. All three of them are competing to be the bottom bitch. You're right. We have to fight for the way we wear our hair, the crown glory. Yeah, you have to respect your hair. Absolutely. You gotta wear it however the hell you want. And people be like, your hair is always frizzy. Oh well, and I still sleep well at night. You get me? Like, y'all straight. Y'all straight. Y'all gonna be alright. Just mind your neck. Mind your business. So I don't care. I don't care. I stopped caring because all the people you care about, like that, opinion and stuff like that, they don't even matter. Look at these people with money. Their opinions don't matter. these two guys shouldn't have a podcast. Mal and Rory, whatever the hell, and academics shouldn't have a podcast. They should shut him the hell down and get him out of that damn basement and put him to clean streets and lose some calories. Yeah, put him to clean the streets. Give him like 1 million hours of community service to get him out that stanky ass basement, talking trash and don't even know what the hell he's talking about, and just competing to be somebody's biatch. And that's why they all belong in jail, because they're gonna have the time of their life. And I hope they put them right next to. I hope they together with Diddy. All of these fools. I hope they land right with Diddy, so it could be a real Diddy party. And you can't tell them no. You won't tell them no, because in jail they be doing crazy, aggressive things. You better give up them biscuits. Better give them. Y'all want to give up biscuits so bad? Okay, good. Then because like what happened to the game? He had a date with he was flown in like a badass bitch. He was flown in, right? Drake flew him in too. Sorry about the type of my autocorrect. Your music diva. Let's see what y'all say. Your music. Baby Keem is a senior. My grandkids never stop talking about him. Yeah, Baby Keem is great. Is yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. They always come for our hair. Hair looks lovely and healthy. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Game. Yeah, Game has been quiet. Game has been quiet. What the hell was his role in the? He did something for Iceman, or he melted that ice. He did something. He helped him melt some ice. He was licking something. Said give him community service. Yeah, give him like a 2 billion community service hours. And it's like, look, you serve one out of a billion hours that you have. Get you out of the basement. Put your ass to be, servicing the community. Do something. Shut your and put duct tape on him. While he's doing community service, you can take the duct tape off when you go home, and an ankle monitor, and that's it. You're not allowed to be, or some type of, tap his entire house. He don't need to have social media, nothing. Shut him off. I would pay for that. If there is a something, if there is like, I would pay for that. I would sign up for that petition. Sign me up. Take money out of my account every month. I will subscribe to that. Like, if you could get him out of that damn basement and into the community and shut him the hell up forever times infinity and 2 days. So, and Mal too, like, so that's what happened with this idiot Mal. These are like dockets in court. Like, okay, next case, next case. Bye, girl. Bye. Duct tape his fucking mouth. And you know what? He'll thank us later if we do duct tape. Him and put him to the community service. That's my solution. I'm a savage, I guess, and sensitive, I guess. And I'm imitating Little Wayne when he was like, "I gotta work hard, I guess." But yeah, if you duct tape him, duct tape his mouth, just put a little thing like a little hole. Here's your water. Okay, yeah, okay, fine, and he'll lose weight. He'll be in shape, and that's it. No more DoorDash. Ban him from DoorDash or from any ordering thing. Just take off. They just don't let him online. Don't leave him online. Give him water and a piece of bread, and that's it. But because they talk too much trash and they waste too much time, and they just, what are they doing? He was crashing out on Jay-Z also. He was crashing out on Jay-Z, but nobody cares. He was saying whatever. He was saying that he's too old, and we can talk about that quickly too. The ageism and people saying Jay-Z's like 1 million years old and Clips are like 1,000, because Clips are like 50 whatever. Malice is like 51, 52, whatever. And all these OGs, Nas, they think all these people are old. Well, the young talent ain't doing much. I'm not impressed with a lot of the young, what are these people? Who are all these young rappers? And whatever happened, all these little somethings, little this, little that, little baby, little mama, little, who cares? I'm not moved. I'm not impressed by a lot of new talent. I'm not moved. So if the OG still got it, rock the hell on. They know they have the work ethic. They know how to value things because they didn't get paid that well in their contracts back in the day. So they appreciate, and that's another thing. The OGs were not getting so much financial respect back in the day. So now they're coming back and getting better contracts, better pay for some of these concerts that they do, and they're getting a little bit more money in their pocket. They're getting sponsorship and all these opportunities that were not back in the day. And because they suffered so much and they did it, because why they still did it, why they still did music if they didn't get paid so well? Passion. Just like the shorts that I uploaded just like an hour or so ago. Passion. They're not failing, they're succeeding, because when they failed, like Kendrick said in that shorts that I just uploaded, how do you succeed? You keep doing it. If it's your passion, you don't care if you get paid or not. You can't stop doing it. Like if you're a good hairdresser, you can't stop like doing hair. You love it. If you're a good carpenter, if you're a good musician, if you're a good chef or good cook, you're not gonna stop because that's your happy place. So if it's your happy place, you're gonna put in the hours and the pressure, and you're gonna work on the pressure, and you're gonna do your passion, and eventually opportunity will meet preparation, because you put in so many hours, whether they pay you or not, because you love it. That when the opportunity presents itself, you're gonna be a self-made expert, and you're gonna continue. So that's what happened with these OGs. This is my opinion. They put in so much work and didn't get so much financial abundance. Look at all these people that died kind of broke, to me. You know, um, the guy from Gangstar, like all these people that died. Name a rapper, and that perhaps, that all these rappers that died without health insurance, without the Nate Dogg, for crying out loud. He was the master at hooks, and he didn't have enough. And that's why Kendrick says, half of my profits should go to Rakim, because Kendrick is seeing the financial abundance. He is seeing prosperity because he's putting in the work too. So all these people are seeing the work. And what are the young people doing? The little yachties of the world. What are y'all doing? I'm not impressed. I'm not moved. Let's see what y'all saying. Game trying to get his money up to pay that lady. Oh dear Lord, yeah, the game wants to be on Iceman, but Drake didn't put it. He probably wrote something for Drake. He probably wrote a couple lines and has a NDA signed, and it's like you get money because, to me, Game doesn't have that much money because he doesn't have the work ethic. He doesn't put in the work, and he's such an ungrateful. I know Compton hates him. I know they that is a disloyal hoochie if you ever seen one. The Game is gonna crown Kendrick and then be all up in Drake. Like, yo, that's a disloyal hoochie. Oh yeah, I forgot the Game was trying to get money for his debts. That's what I'm saying. He did a little side deal. I know he did something. He got paid something for writing, and he probably doesn't care because Drake has transactional relationships. So if you have transactional relationships, you don't have any love in it. There's no love. Nobody cares. So if I was the Game, I would have written some trash too. I would have been like, shebang, shebang, shebang. Okay, here you go. You're gonna sell out. You're gonna do great. And yeah, where's my money? I signed my NDA. Go shebang your way out of life. Take a tic tac and get a shebang out of life. If y'all remember that commercial, take a tic tac and get a bang out of life. Take a shebang. Take a, I hate the ageism. It's crap. So these OGs, I hope they continue to succeed, continue to get paid, and they're not even that old. These guys look young. They just like to unk everybody, to be like unk at 25, at 30. Oh, unk. Stop with the nonsense. Because I've seen 70-year-old that still got it, and still forget it, right? I've seen people that have young spirit, they have positivity, they take care of themselves, they emit positivity, that's what they they put out. And so they're high vibrational. Um, Texas said only in hip hop does that happen. Right. You don't see rock and rollers. These people are like 7-year-old. They're still heavy metaling their way, on stages. And we're so hard on ourselves with the hair, with the this, with the that. We got to do better. We got to do better. Appreciate people, appreciate what we have, because when we do get together, things happen. When we have enough and we work together, things happen. Look how what happened with Coca-Cola, and all of us was like, "Oh, we're not supporting Coca, we're not supporting Target." They lost millions, millions. So we can, when we want to get together and support each other, that's what they want, for us to be divided and talk crap and whatever. I'm just going to have them anything compete to do. They gotta. That's exactly. I think I uploaded it. If not, I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna upload. The paparazzi was chasing, was not chasing, but they were following Kendrick out of an airport, and they were like, what do you think about all the people complaining about your verse? Your control and your verse. And he simply said, they gotta do better. Have a nice life, and that's it. You got to be better. Be better than Kendrick. That's the standard. Oh, you can't, so sit your ass down and go order DoorDash with academic. You know, some of these young artists want instant fame and money. They don't understand it takes preparation and dedication to last in the music industry. They don't have the work ethic, so they could be shebanging out of life. Get a shebang out of life. You too get a shebang, and you get a shebang, and everybody gets stupid shebang. Shirley said, right. No one is going to hand them anything. They need to compete. It's like, how hungry are you? They need to go back and stay that mentality, even if you are rich. And that's the thing about Kendrick. Kendrick acts like he's still hungry. When you are hungry, you literally are poor, and this is your only way out in your passion, and you doing it, you rapping like you mean it, like you're hungry. I remember one of the hearts. Remember one of the hearts? I think it was Heart Part 2, that Kendrick's like coughing. He has so much passion that he ended the verse coughing, like out of breath, and he left the cough in there. And that's what I'm talking about. That type of passion, that type of drive, to better yourself. One of the best advice that I can give anybody and myself is get better. Are you better today than you were yesterday? Did you learn something new? Are you trying to improve? Because I'm always trying to improve. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying. You got to get better. Your only competition is yourself. We're in a long life battle with ourselves. Because once you know your worth and you know what you want and good intentions, all of these young rappers, they don't have good intentions. They want to just have money phones and be on IG and do all this kind of crap. That's all they want to do, and get a bunch of girls and go to a strip club. You know how much money these people drop in a strip club, and that's what they want to do. Those young guys are hating because they can't do what the OGs do. They can't do it. Yeah, Shirley's laughing at the shebang, and that's why I was like, yo, y'all be shebanging in mirrors. I said that in one of the videos. Okay, so we talked about that. We talked about this. There's so much. This is like a court case. It's like next case, next case. I don't even know where we want to go. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Are we winding down? Let's talk about Whitney. Whitney. It was Whitney's birthday. Last week. It was Whitney's birthday, and Kendrick, of course, is viral because him, he was like celebrating, and they were sitting down celebrating Whitney's birthday. She was blowing out the candles. The family was there. Her brother was there. Um, I Kendrick's sister might have been there. I think she was there, but she's very low key, laid back. And on her social media, it's something kind of strange, but she likes what she likes. I can't, say anything, but she posts herself a lot, just working on her business, her family stuff, and yeah. Well, I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there because she posts a lot of Drake music, but I'll put a pin on that. I'll put a pin on that. She could like what she likes, whatever. Okay. So Whitney posted herself a lot of pictures of family walking on vacation, her celebrating her birthday, and she got baptized and everything. I didn't put that part on the video, but she got baptized. She was on the beach also. Drake doesn't have that. Regardless of the situation, a lot of people, of course, they're coming. The OV holes, a lot of people hating and saying that they always find something wrong to say or whatever. Whatever the situation is, Kendrick has a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick is loved by people. He has kids that he spends time with, and that's important. I respect that. I respect that he spends time with his kids. He's trying to do family vacations, and and look, for the record, she was celebrating her 40th birthday. And something that people are overlooking is the fact that Kendrick don't be going with no teenager. Like, they're around the same age. You get me? If anything, she's older. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the opposite of Drake. It's something that I might point out. Okay, I want to point that out, and that's very important because he's dating within his age, and that's wonderful. So let's see. She posts music. Drake. She posts Drake's music after he said about, yeah, Miss Shirley. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I'm not starting something, but it's like I follow her, and I when I first heard two stories that Kendra's sister posts, um, and it was Drake's music. I was like, she's working out, whatever. But she posted that new Iceman, and I didn't want to like I didn't want to post that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right, whatever. Um, I'll put a pin on that. Like, if I could do a private live, then y'all know. Then I could really tell you how I feel about it, because that's a great question, Miss Shirley. That's a great point. You know, Kendrick cares. Okay, Edward said Kendrick cares about Whitney and the kids. Those pictures of her and the family were beautiful. Drake fans are, yeah, but people still were putting, ice cubes, um, underneath Whitney stuff, and they were coming for her in every way, shape, or form. But look, she has a family, and Kendrick was probably filming half of those things, those shots. Um, yeah, Miss Shirley. Yeah. There were some of the comments were crazy. Somebody was saying, like, she was getting baptized, and then in, like, the following pictures, she was on the beach. So she was on the beach with beachwear. I'm gonna just say that she was in beachwear, and they were trying to come for her on that, because the way she put the story was like she was getting baptized. It was like 16, 17 pictures, and one of them was like she was getting baptized, and I was like, wow, she's connecting, like, spiritually, like, she's spiritual. So, and then the next one, she was in the beach having fun, and they were just saying stuff. But anyways, that's unnecessary. The ice cubes on under, like, they need to stop. Uzi dancing, yeah. Uzi, everybody, a lot of people saying Uzi looks like Whitney. I don't think so. I never thought it. Never for a second. I have so many pictures, and I'm gonna post some more, um, and you'll see. Now, his son, like I said in my last live, his son has his same expression. His son is like, the evil twin. His son is light skinned, but he has the mannerisms of Kendrick, of the boogeyman. He has boogeyman mannerisms. That kid is so beautiful. They're both beautiful. Those kids are absolutely stunning. he has the boogeyman essence. If you know, you know. I love his look. He looked like he played no games. And every time family's taking a picture, he always has like, a look, or he's always like squabbling up. Like, it's so cute. Um, they're so cute. Yeah, happy birthday to Whitney. Okay. Yeah, I think of my houses on the beachfront. Yeah, put my houses on the beachfront. What you eat for lunch? I deserve it all. Very good. Yes, Dolores. Absolutely. Yes, I love that. Yes, put my house on the beachfront, and that's exactly what it is. You can tell what he raps about according to where they be and their house and the pictures that Whitney takes or whatever. It was adorable, Miss Music Diva. Uzi favors her dad completely. Complete. That little girl is Kendrick, 100%. T Star Real said, "Wow, I don't know to what we're learning. We're talking everything. Yeah. So she put up a lot of pictures. Um, Whitney is like opening up to um like posting more pictures. So I'm glad she's in a good place, happy and everything. Cause she's posting more pictures now, like a lot. And yeah, she got to be put. So okay, the way he spoke on her, I can't see what he spoke. Oh, Miss Shirley, you talking about Kendrick's sister and the music? Yeah, the stuff with the kids would never fly with me, and that's the thing. Like, I just couldn't. You want a DNA on my kids or somebody in my family's kids? Man, it's up for life. Like, nah, I ain't posting nothing of you. There's nothing I want to hear. So that didn't sit well with me, but you know I'm being respectful. But if you know, you know. So, oh, Whitney, she got really close. Get back. Oh, the way he posed, I can't see that. No, she didn't. No, Whitney didn't post Drake. No, Whitney didn't post Drake. I'm good with either. Okay. Yeah, Whitney didn't post Drake, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and that really debunks Drake's myth about, first of all, Drake shouldn't even be talking. That's another one that needs duct tape forever. He shouldn't even be talking about people's family, because at least he has, how fulfilling it is to have a family, have kids, your husband, or whatever family means to you. It might be just you, your kids, or your pets, or you by yourself living your best life. He shouldn't be talking about no kids or whatever, and that's why he got played out and not like us video. When Whitney's over there sea walking, you know what I'm saying, with Kendrick, like, no, the family, we still airtight, and all the conspiracies just went out the freaking window. So I misheard what you said. I thought you were saying Whitney. No, 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 it wasn't Whitney. No, Kendrick's sister be playing like music. I would not post Drake if he had. Yeah, I wouldn't post no music, and Iceman music too. So it wasn't like, like old stuff. It's like new stuff, like Iceman stuff. I'm not. No, I can't. I just can't. Like, I don't. There's a disconnect there. I just gotta say, and I'm gonna leave it there. There's a disconnect. I see things that people don't. Like, I notice details, and I have the video. So people be like, "Oh, you're just starting something." No, I'm not. And I love, his sister. I love everything about Kendrick's family and everything. I respect it. You know, if it's positive. So, yeah. So that didn't sit well with me. It is what it is. Um, let's see what you see. Scroll down. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar. Your music diva. I will post only Kendrick reactions. Yeah, I will post whatever, So, y'all are so smart and clever. God bless y'all. Y'all are wonderful. I appreciate y'all. This is a great community, and people keep leaving comments on my page like, why is everybody so peacefully like liking Kendrick? Like, they keep wondering, like, Why is it so peaceful? I remember that person that said peaceful glazing, of Kendrick. I found that funny. Of course, I hid him from the channel, but I found it funny. um, Asylum said hi. Hi. It's just so not right about his sister. Yeah, tried to. No, Miss Shirley, we're twinsies. Miss Shirley, we're twinsies. Cause I swear from God, the only thing I will be posting is like Drake making fun of Drake memes. Like, it's just weird. It is, and I think I know also what's going on as well. There's so much I could say. I need to be in a live where it's like just members on Patreon, and I'm gonna do that. Where I could say more that I know, because I know more, but I'm having decorum right now. I'm exercising decorum because I know more. I know actually a lot more, and I have, I know more. That's I don't, it's not rumors. What I'm saying is like see for yourself. But um, okay, so we have all right. So let's talk about PG Lang and Imani and the PG Lang rollout package. The PG Lang is so unique and crazy and creative. The PG Lang, the way they just dropped Imani's album like that is so risky to me. It's so risky. What do y'all think about that? I think it's great. I think it's great that they're very different. They redefined rollouts. They redefined rollouts, and now people are gonna start copying them. You do what you think is best in a rollout because her rollout is completely different than Baby Keem's. Baby Keem had a good old fashioned traditional rollout with new age stuff, with the way they did his listening party was digital and it's new and it's young for him. And I thought it was perfect. The way they are rolling out Baby Keem is phenomenal. He did signings, he's connecting with people, and I understand that there is some mystique behind Imani and some mystery, and she's already like almost androgynous. You understand? Um, they rolled her rollout is different, and it's all it all might work. But what do y'all think? Let's see what y'all saying. For the Spurs next game tomorrow. Yeah, the Knicks. We're gonna talk about the Knicks going crazy a little bit. Edward said, uh, truth, unfiltered. They try to make Michelle appreciate Kendrick and his accomplishment and mature behavior. Yeah, bullying behavior. So Kendrick says something like the most important thing is love. One of his interviews. Yeah, I have that uploaded somewhere in the thousands of stuff I have. Um, Everything is love. That's the simplest thing. If we could love, and show love, it would save a lot of headaches. Just imagine somebody that you dated that was disloyal, that was betraying you. If they had kindness and love, that would have been a different relationship right now. Yeah, it's so true. T Star Real, remember T Star Real? Correct. That's interesting, right? It's interesting. We'll leave it at that. It's very interesting. I know what you're referring to. I'm connected. What we were talking about. It's interesting. Facts, bro. The town is super lit right now. Oh my God. I just came from New York. We're going to talk about that Baby King stuff. I came from New York. Oh, yo, New York is crazy. Crazy. They got babies in one season, with the Knicks. Like, they're painting the whole town. Like, they literally painting the subways, painting everything. It's just crazy. They were attacking this one guy because he had Chicago shorts on or whatever. And they're like, what are you doing, homie? You're in the wrong place. It's so New York. New York is like, don't care attitude. I love it. Not risky when you have confidence in the music. Your music diva said. Plus, they wanted reactions from the listeners. Cool. Yeah, to me, it's risky. To me, it's taking a chance. It's risky. But if you, of course, believe in your artist and you believe in what you do, and they write the blueprint for rollouts, and they know what they want to do with each rollout. Look at Kendrick. So all three of them had a different rollout. Kendrick didn't have a rollout either. Kendrick was like, "This is what it is. This is the music," and then the rollout was the tour, the pop up, and different things. So they're definitely doing something different with her. Now, here's the thing: Kendrick didn't have a rollout, but he's a known artist. You get me? Kendrick didn't have a rollout, but he's been known. This is new. She is new, and they just put it out there organically. Here, listen to her. What do y'all think? Etc. So they definitely did a different rollout with her. What is so entertaining? Past my block, Asylum. Oh, that was your block, boy. If I would have seen you, we would have chit chatted for a little bit. Got some chopped cheese. Got something. The bodegas or the stores. New York is I love New York. It's so entertaining to me. I went to a store and they were like, "Yo, let me get a puppy, let me get a Lucy," and they were like arguing with this man, like, "Come on, I come here every day." They was just so raw, so lit, like they just up front. Biggie paints to record. That's my block. That's your block. Yeah, I was like, "What? This is dope." We were just exploring. We were driving like all over the place. Like I go to places early and just like um trying to explore, leave some time to see the people, to mingle, to see what's up, to look at the art. I love graffiti and artwork and murals and painting. So that's your blog. That's what's up. Yeah, it's the National Guard when the Knicks get the W. Yeah, you're gonna need the National Guards. Nah, but if I would have I ran into a couple people that was like, "Yo, I'm subscribed to you." It's like the weirdest thing and like the nicest thing. But yeah, so I would have chopped it up with you real quick. Just be like, "Oh, what's up? Show me around." PGLANG rolls out, keeps everybody on their toes. Can't figure it. No, they will not. Yo, they're gonna have you figuring out what is going on. They do not. They don't want you, and I will be the same way. I'm a mystery girl. I'm mysterious. I love the mystery, and I would do, and I like that they do things the way they want to do it. That's what they think is best, and they have a winning formula. I don't like I trust their process. I believe in their process. Listen, they are, I think TDE and them, they're running things, but they are more like abstract and more different than TDE. Like they're completely different, and that's why they are the blueprint. People gonna start imitating their rollouts. I bet. I bet money they're gonna start writing things down, because she's still gonna be a successful artist. Um, and people are drawn to her. So I listened to the album, and she's been around. She hasn't known them for too many years, but she was there when Kendra was doing the Chanel, uh, the Chanel show, the Chanel Couture show, and she sang a couple of songs. I think she was on 2 tracks. She was on one. It's an unreleased track. It's unreleased. It's on my I mentioned it. It's on my page, and she was singing for the show, like and she was also on another track with the little Chanel mini movie that they did. So, and she's been in pictures with them, low key, and she's been going to events. The thing is that she walks like behind or in front of, like, sometimes Baby Keem or Day Free, and she's been sitting with them at events, and we just didn't know who she was. So a lot of people probably thought that was just like somebody sitting next to Day Free, and she's been doing this. They've been teaching her, and that's why I said in her video, and they've been developing her for years. And imagine the type of training and teaching. This is a new artist. Remember, she is newer than Baby Keem. Baby Keem already had an album with PGLANG. This is her first, and she's not Kendrick's cousin that we know of or anything. So this is a different thing. So all eyes are on her right now. And her social medias are slowly, getting more and growing, etc. So she's Dutch. Yeah, she's Dutch. She's from Amsterdam, and Yeah, and I like to hear her, you know, in her on her social media. She has a lot of videos of her speaking her language, and it's like beautiful. And I'm like, okay, man, she got a great grasp of English as well. She's, you know, bilingual, like perfectly bilingual. But you know how it is. Sometimes when people sing, you don't hear an accent, and so she sounds very good. You know, her pronunciation, her pacing is so good. Um, PG9 wasn't going to give people the opportunity to destroy Imani's debut. But yeah, they just have it here, and they just let the art speak for itself. Um, the production on this was beautiful. I'm betting that Kendrick will drop in August after the deadline to submit for Grammys. Oh, okay, right. That's a great observation, Asylum. Um, Asylum. um, that is a great observation because then he will be competing with them. You get me? That's a great. I thought the same thing because I was saying that. I was like, wait a minute, and that's what happened last time. That's what happened with the GNX. Um, he dropped after the cutoff. So yeah. Your music diva PGLANG wasn't going to give people an opportunity to destroy music. I like her song One on One. PGLANG are coming out of the shadows. Miss Texas said, I hope the strategy drums up curiosity for her. Right. We're hoping for the best. She wasn't she yeah, she was a model. She was in the fashion industry and she looks it. She has that posture, that look. I see different people posting about her. Yeah, we're here for her. I be adding her, so I add her to my content that I speak about her, my albums, though she gives me 90s vibes. So let me see where it is. All right, so some of her tracks, I'll tell you some. So she has 11 songs. So it's something, PG Lang does it, and I love this. And thank you, PG Lang. Thank you, Kendrick. 12 tracks, 11 tracks, that's it. Nice. Don't give me 43 songs because you're going to confuse me and I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to be like, good night, cruel world, and goodbye. 43 tracks. It's what Drake stupid has just put out, and that makes it about 100 songs since the beef started. Cause he put like literally over like 100 songs. Cause he did that other like weird whatever 100 gigabytes of music. He put a bunch of crap, and when you squeeze it together, it doesn't make one good song. So let me say it again. When you take all his music that he put out the last 2 years, when you squeeze out of it the best you can't get one good track out of it. And so I appreciate PG Lang only doing like 11 tracks, 12, and this all like completely a concept. And they all relate to the mood and the feeling and the intention of the album. So she has 11 tracks. Her first track is Bet on Me. And that's like I said, the production on this is amazing. I could listen to it just the music, the production, because I did listen to it a lot because I'm listening to instruments, I'm listening to staccato beats, I listen to music, in detail. So I listen to it differently. And I'm listening to, I would have put this, or I see that they put, they put a xylophone, or they put this, they put a guitar, and I'm listening to it. So the production was phenomenal. Um, she's getting a lot of praise, and she's getting hate, of course, as we know. The first song is Bet on Me, and that's cool. That's a cool beginning track, and I like that. It's positive. Come Together is a positive song. It's a very positive song. It's like you want to give her a hug. It's very positive. Come Together is up tempo. It's a high beat. Snatched, ooh, that's sexy. That song is sexy. That song Snatched. That's the next song, the third song. I'm just going through it a little bit, just giving you a brief reaction. Snatch is like, yeah, it's in the mood, girl. On Demand. Okay, so On Demand is Dodger Blue to me. Respectfully, it's a Dodger Blue. To me, On Demand could have been a single. And I think they're letting people decide what a single is or whatever, you know, because she put out a video for some of her songs. Yeah, she has a video. But on demand, I did a video. I uploaded a video. Right after I uploaded the video of her, I uploaded the next video. It's a mashup of her song on demand and Kendrick, and they have the same frequency, similar vibe, and I think that is could be a definite hit. You heard it here first. That's definitely, if I was to pick like what are some of the hits. But then again, we don't know people. Some people like different things, but that's a hit to me. On Demand is pretty good. You're Mine, another sexy song. Mind Games was the official video. They had a video, or did they have a visualizer? They had a video. That's the first thing that they introduced us to her with this song, Mind Games. And the video is different. It's unique. And you know what? I love that her video. I just like that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say an unpopular opinion. I like that she's well dressed. You know, like dressed. I hope the strategy. Yeah, yeah, y'all said that. Let me see what some of y'all saying. I we posted. Yeah, yeah. Asylum. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Baby Keem next, and him saying, yeah, next 84. Check out my video. I posted. Look at the video that I posted last night. New York City. It's called Baby Keem sets New York City on fire. Okay, that's the best title I can think of because that's what he did. Give me my first song on demand. Come together in Mind Games. Okay, that's cool, Edward. Yeah, y'all have some favorite songs. Um, the Knicks. Yeah, he listen. I've said it before, and I'm the only one saying it. Kendrick and Baby Keem love New York, and I think Keem lives in New York or stays with Kendrick. You know, sleeps on the couch every once in a while or whatever. But he loves New York. They stay. Look, one of Kendrick's rigor mortis was in New York. His first music video was in New York. ADHD. You know, and I have videos of him freestyling in the streets of New York. You know, he loves New York. He has residence in Brooklyn. How's that? He literally bought a penthouse in Brooklyn or house. So he has residence, and I think Baby Keem as well. But they love New York. They know what's going on in New York. You know, and that was pivotal of him to do that. Texas High doesn't make one good song even when you squeeze it together. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't see a reason for him to drop. Now, let me see. Plus, Kim is eating lovely, and Imani needs her moment to eat lovely. Oh, yeah. Um, it's going to be about to ask for a few months. um, yeah, yeah. When you squeeze, that's how I think about it. Texas, you just as silly as me, Miss Texas. Like you, that's how I think when I see stuff like that. Man, if guys squeeze y'all together, they don't make one good man. You know, I said that about dating respectfully. Keem is killing in his concerts. Um, oh, Edward, people are calling Drake's 3 albums burn trash. They're not mid. Mid is too much credit for it. You know when people be like, "Oh, Drake's album are mid." No, it's not mid. It's dumpster fire. It's dumpster juice. You know when the truck empties the dumpster, the juice that's on the bottom. That's what that album is. No effort. The lyrics were written by I don't know a cat or something. Crody, his cat Crody wrote the lyrics. You know what I mean? It's just delayed. I want to say delayed, but you know what other word I really want to say? That album is, yeah, it's crazy. Don't worry, Sister. I saw your video. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. No, I know you saw it because we went by your block. Now I know you live on that block. I'm gonna be like, yo, is somebody named Asylum here? 1166. Yo, come through, come through. Where he at? Go bring him, man. Let's let's walk the block. You know, you gonna be my tour guide. Yeah, it's crazy. What's the other out? Okay, what is the other song? So Imani's other song. So yeah, Mind Games is like I said, and I like that. I don't know what she's gonna do from here. I may eat my words because I said she's dressed. You get me? I'm tired of women thinking like they gotta be naked It's like, okay, twerking to is old. Like, okay, okay, we know you got ass and you could twerk, but how about your talent? Put your talent first. You know what I'm saying? How about this? This is a challenge for women, right? How about you not show so much of yourself and show us your talent? Can your talent hold you through? Can your talent bring you to success? Can you just run on talent? Because you could be sexy and everything, but like I have a problem. Like it's just too, um, just it's too much. It's ridiculous. If you know, you know. The people in the comment, the people here that understand what I'm saying, y'all gonna resonate. If you disagree, you're like, oh no, they have freedom to do what they want. That's fine. But like I said, I am tired of people just. It's like a lot of people be like, oh yeah, she a different rapper, she a this, you know, praising people. I'm like, girl, put your freaking pants on. You know what I mean? Like, put some clothes. Like, you could do whatever, and you could give them a little bit. And I don't have a problem with like, okay, you showing that you could dance, you could twerk a little bit. You know, you spice this performance up. But if that's your mo, and that's what you do, and every song, every show, every performance is, you know what I'm saying? Coño. Damn. It's like, what? Then that's what you're putting. That's what you're showing me. No, yeah, I know, yeah. His cat wrote the lyrics. Yeah, Crody. Don't speak of the family, Crody. That's why he. That's probably why Kendrick said that, Diego. See, You make me go to the ends of the earth with silliness because we should go on the road and you just laugh at my jokes. If this whole thing doesn't work out, I'll do stand up myself. And it's like while you laugh, people gonna think I'm funny. I'll bring you with me. We'll figure out the cut. You know how much. Yeah, I'll make sure you eat. You good because it's true. Because then I could tie that in when Kendrick said, "Don't speak on the family, Cody. It can get, someone go bleed in your family, Cody." And he probably was talking to the cat who wrote the lyrics. This is yeah, and so I like when people be like, they be in the comments and they be like, "I don't think you like Drake." Dang, have you seen any of my lives? Have you seen any of my lives? Man, I don't think 47 funerals was enough. Kendrick, I think is coming back for, and if, yeah, Kendrick is coming back for. He finished Drake, but I know he got something in the chamber. I know he does. I know. I think I know. I think I know. She's covered. She's not out there exposing herself. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Miss Shirley, we said we twinsies, right? Like you agree with me, and a lot of you agree with me. I appreciate you, and I respect you if you have a difference of opinion. You get me? I'ma still love you. You gonna be all right. But I'm glad that I found one person, a few people, 5 people, 10 people, or 700. Thank you for 700, 800 people watching my last live. That's a lot to me because I'm a small content creator. I appreciate it. I appreciate when y'all vibe to the music. I be jamming. I be just like, yes, I know they want to hear this. Let me smooth your timeline out, you know? Timeline cleanse. My nickname. I was thinking, yeah, thank you. All about you. Just all about you because people gonna like you. People gonna like you, love you. If you come with some intention, if you come with some real talent, if you wavy, people gonna like you. Can really destroy. Drake's album was trash. Mid is being too nice. I think Ice Fish. Y'all are funny. If it's super hot, fire help with the bars. Yeah, put some pants on for real. Yeah, like okay, you got culo. Okay, we don't want to see your culo every 5 seconds. My God, today. But I guess I'm approved. I guess. First of all, you know I'm not. You see my edits. You see my edits. I'm gonna leave it right there. If you know, you know. If you've been following me and watching my edits for a while, you know I'm sensuous, I like to put it on, you know what I'm saying? But with decorum, you know how we do. Let me work for it. Let me work for it. Let me use my imagination. I'm waiting for like someone to comment because in a lot of these lives we always have, thank you, shout out to, guys, y'all so sweet, complimenting me, girl, you look good, we always get a few love bombs here and there. Thank you, I appreciate you. And see, I'm not twerking all over the place. It was just, let's not mention we're both KEEM and perform Family Tie Stadium too. Oh yeah, that thing was crazy. Since we are on the same way. Oh, Miss Marian, yeah, you my music twin for sure. You my music twin. I love your comments because you were like, girl, yes, this what is in your soul was the funniest comment that you ever said. What is in your soul, girl? Where do you find this music? Yo, I know how to say. I'm a mood connoisseur. I know how to set the mood. See, I didn't have to get naked to set the mood. Boy, I play some music. I get some hors d'oeuvres going. You don't know where you at. You know what I'm saying? You never gonna want to go home. It's like, hi, I'm never coming home. I'm never coming home. Kiss the dog goodnight. For me, I'm never coming home. Bring me on tour to laugh is crazy. Yeah, no, but look. You know what I appreciate? I think at first, Diego, when you laugh, like you're the type of person, you're like me. I find a lot of things silly because I think deeply, and so I analyze and overanalyze things, and I see things differently. So I find a lot of stuff that people don't find funny, I find hysterical. I laughed so hard when I heard Euphoria from Kendrick for the first time. I was in tears. I wish I would have recorded. I wish I would have started, but I didn't start my channel yet. I wish I would have recorded my reaction because I was in tears with napkins and all, like crying, laughing. I couldn't stop. I had to rewind. That thing took me like almost 2 hours to finish because I was like looping and rewinding and stuff like that. Now said, for damn sure they had to be half naked to mask the lack of skill, right? And that's what they do, and that's my challenge to people. Are you down? Oh, Diego, you down? Damn, say less. Yeah, say less. Diego, don't, no, I might be serious. We might could do this. Or maybe you could design something for me. I know you arts, you creative. I remember Family Ties, the national anthem. Absolutely. Family Ties is the national anthem. I salute that. What y'all going crazy. Some shredded cheese. I'm greater than anyone like some shredded cheese. Drake said that. Drake said that. Cornballs. He said that. He said that line. I can't believe love your remixes, Sensor Savage, your music diva. Your name, you have music in your name, so you love music like me. Be in tune. You are great, DL for sure. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry. Both Family Ties and Not Like Us cultural anthems. Absolutely. Yeah, facts. I think we do have similar sense of humor. You're silly. Yeah, a lot of my community, a lot of you guys are funny and silly like me. Like I call you my baby girl. That's why you're feeling pacified. Blah 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 blah. Yo, Drake's album. It's like I did laugh. I did laugh at so many things. I'm sorry, but I laughed when he said, free me, baby. He was like, come dig me out of my grave. Like, I was like, oh my God. So you do know you had 47 funerals from Kendrick. Okay, good. Good. Half of the battle is admitting you had a problem. I still play Euphoria. I be a new whole king. Yo, y'all are so funny. I'm literally reading all these comments and it's so hilarious. I'm still laughing at some of y'all jokes. I'm gonna be laughing about this all night. Yo, y'all are funny. I'm getting. That's funny. You are what you attract. I attract people that have a sense of humor. Because if you didn't have a sense of humor, you would have hated me already. If you didn't have a sense of humor, you'd be like, and I removed a bunch of people. Like I told you, a good block day is if I only have to block 4 people, 3 or whatever. All them OB hoes. I don't care. I don't want them on my page. They unsexifying me in my page. I don't want it. We have a mood to set. And you don't match my outfit, so you got to get out of here. Some people, but I attract people that are silly like me. That's what happens. Yeah, I know I have to work on merch. I talked about it. I stopped doing it because it's like I'm trying to keep it cost effective, and it's not looking like it's possible. And I'm like, I don't. my community, I'm not saying everybody's rich, but I just want to still make it cost effective. But I need to make merch. I need to make a design, and I need to make, and I do have some merch that I have been working on. I know what I want. I already know what I want. I have like a army fatigue hat. Like I have t-shirt ideas and everything. I have a design that I actually showed the members my design. K-bot hats and just a bunch of stuff. I'm sure design. Whenever you want a design, a shirt design, let me know. See, I remember. See, I pay attention to y'all. Diego, thank you. I'll remember that for sure. T Star, remember T Star Real? Thank you so much. The edits are fired. Thank you. Yeah, it's all about intention and putting, making it nice. I'm like, okay, I need a closer now. Oh, now that I have the membership, I'm gonna put a video. I'm gonna make a video, which is what I wanted to do, showing how I edit. So I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna put it on Patreon. I have a video here how I record at the concerts, and I have an extended version of that on the members. But now I'm gonna do a video on the Patreon on how I record, how I do my edits, so you can see some of my line of thinking, the mad woman in me, and how I think. And y'all gonna be like, yo, you just crazy, like you just crazy when I tell you how I think and how I get an intention and a feeling to do a video. And y'all see how I think. Y'all see how I think. And what's good enough for somebody is not good enough for me. Like if people are just trying to match action, I want something else. And if I'm trying to be humorous, then I'll match a humorous action. Like I'll just be like, I know what to do. And I have so many Kendrick pictures and videos and in my archive and unreleased music. I am one of the hard drives that he lost. And people be saying, you're Kendrick's cousin. You look like him. That's a funny comment I saw this week. Savage, there's a lot more funny bars I got. Yes, that's nice. Aw, your edits are wonderful and you're introducing us to so many new people. I like your edits. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And when I do an edit, a lot of it was entertaining, just looking at different things, but I also educate. I love when you guys say, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't, you learn something new from an edit. I always want to show you stuff like, oh, remember this song? Guess who produced it? Or remember this? You're not gonna believe. Like I have another video that I'm gonna upload when Kendrick said, um, "Make me pray for London Bridge." It's gonna be called London Bridge. Look out for that. He's a genius. He literally took the word London Bridge and created a bridge of a song to show respect to London, Lauren London. I'm done. I can't love him enough. Like I cannot, because I'm a sapiosexual. So I like people that are mentally, stimulating and intelligent. Like don't make me grated cheese and all that nonsense. Get the cheese out of here. Get your funky cheese out of here, Drake. I don't want it. I don't care for it. Make me work for it. Okay, I'm saying too much, but I digress. Like six, I'm ruined. Like I'm ticklish. Yo, thank you for putting the lyrics. Asylum, thank you for putting the lyrics because you're helping me. Because I gathered some lyrics and then I had to take a shower after I gathered some Drake lyrics. And I was like, yuck, I feel like throwing up. Because I read the lyrics. I didn't listen to the album. I don't care. I don't care. You can't make me. You can't make me listen to that album. I'd rather paint your house, build you a deck. I don't know how to build a deck. I don't know how to paint a house, but I will rather do that if it came down to it. It's a serious situation, and I will have to make a very hard decision or very easy decision. Yes, this has the best edits. Thank you. I'm a music lover. Y'all be surprised. I put this. What was it? Like an orchestra song. One of my most viral songs is when I put like some beautiful orchestra and I mixed it with SZA and Kendrick singing. Y'all were like, "Oh my God, I'm in love," because it was like so beautiful. It's like one of these, like I don't know. It just felt like a Disney magical thing. Because I like different kinds of music. I literally have a playlist called Blue Eye Soul. Because there's some, white Caucasian friends. Thank you. That have a lot of soul and people that love good music, and that's what unites us regardless of where you're from. regardless if you are Asian, regardless if I'm African, wherever. It, good music unites us. It unites people on my channel. Um, sister cousin. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, yo, I met my match. Your his lost hard drive is a bar. Yeah, I love bars. I used to, I love rap battles. That's what I'm saying. Like you know when you, in high school and you just like you well see when you were in high school and you rap battling like just for fun, like I participated. You know what I'm saying? I love music and writing, so it's like I know, yo, let me find out I got more bars. I know I have more bars than Drake. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't care. Anybody has more bars. You could have more bars in your sleep than you could have more bars than Drake. Just say anything. Say anything. Show them they free pick real abs and tone. Yeah, I just I be doing stuff like that, and I'm sorry guys. I know I'm a sapiosexual too. Twinsies, twin, where have you been? Texas flower, yeah, Texas. You know, and that's why I be like, y'all think like me, cause I be calling a lot of people twins over here for different reasons. Yeah, but Texas, like you got the emotions. We got the connection on emotions, right? Sapiosexual. I'm saying too much. Oh God, it's like yeah. So the day free thing, I put it up there because somebody needed it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, and it is what it is, and that's why I said, um, in the commentary, I was like, that escalated fast. Like that, I wasn't the one that put it there. But don't tell me no lie about don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell the truth. And the encyclopedia, Edward, you're the encyclopedia. So yeah, what were we talking about? Lord have mercy. Oh, Imani's album. Yeah, my favorite are Snatch, very sexy. On Demand is a vibe. Um, Chasing is good. Let's Go. I like a lot, I like a lot, and I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm curious to see the next. Listen, though I'm studying their rollouts. I am sitting here and studying and enjoying their rollouts, and I have faith. Remember, Kendrick and Dayfree are intelligent. They are going to experiment. And just like I uploaded that video that Kendrick said, and Kendrick has said in many interviews, and I'll put other interviews up, where he's like, listen, this failed or this wasn't good enough. I think I have the video where he was talking about he doesn't just put an album together with throwaways. And what he thinks are throwaways are people's success stories, truth be told. But he says he thinks about it. He has a concept. He has to keep up and tell a story with an album to the point where you could play it backwards and forward because he's a genius. He's an excellent writer, and I'm a fiend for words. I love words, and that's why I definitely resonate with him because I love words. Um, so let's see, what are y'all saying? What is it? You're so funny. Speaking of Blue Eye Soul, do you like Gerard Lawson? Do I have some stuff from him? I think yeah. I think I do. Let me see what my playlist. Do I have? I think I may have one or two things. I'm not like I don't have a lot of stuff on him, but I have. You'll be surprised. Like Little River bands. I'm random, and I like a lot of the '80s songs too. And I just be mixing stuff, and I'm not great at it, but I be mixing stuff. Like I put echoes of a different song. I just be doing. I've been messing around and learning how to mix things, because if I want to mash up and it doesn't exist, then I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do the best I can, and because I know what belongs together. I know what belongs together. And that new song that I put that people were asking me, the song is called What You Won't Do for Love. Now that we're talking about my edits, because everybody was confused. What is this song? And I like when y'all say that, because that means I hit a nerve. Y'all like the song. So the song was from Bobby Caldwell, Blue Eye Soul. White. Blue Eye Soul. And it's What You Won't Do for Love. But it's a mashup. It's like kind of reggae, kind of funky mashup. And it's so funny because Ben, the talking dog or the talking whatever. So it's kind of like a parody song. It was supposed to be a parody, but it's like a dope, sexy parody, and that's why a lot of people think it's just a hit. It's like it's fire, it's a banger. But that when he's like Ben, when he's like drop, that's like the talking dog thing that is in there. It's it's like it's viral. It's like the talking cat, the talking dog. It's like one of those noises, and I just put it in. Like it's just in there. I just be a mad woman. That's the best way I could describe it. That's why I'm gonna do that video that shows like how I edit. And then I feel like I might leave you a little bit more confused when I show you the edit videos. Okay, so let's move right along because I know I don't want to keep you. I gotta respect your time. Um, YG, let's talk about YG and then we're going to talk about Kendrick. And we're going to end this with Kendrick and Baby King. YG quickly said in an interview that he was doing a bunch of albums to get out of a contract. Music from the 90s was lit. Was lit. Yes, Miss Music Diva, absolutely. A mortal man edit will send me to heaven. I already did that. I think I already did that. I already did that, but I gotta figure out what I titled it. I did that. One of my dopest things is the Duckworth song from Damn album. I explained. I did a video on how that was formed. Oh my god! Today, how the it was like 4 different producers on that song and how they took that original sound and oh man, that's one of my favorite. It be hitting me like that song. Is in the bag carry other plans going to carry on. What you want to for love takes me back. So that song where the video that I uploaded yesterday or is that has what you gonna do for love. If y'all love that song, go check it out. And that's what everybody's like, what is the song now? The comments were like threatening me. Some of them. It's just a mashup. It's just a remix that somebody else is singing it, and it's not the original. It's just a cover, but a mashup, with sounds and stuff. But it's about Kendrick spottings or epic. That's what it's called. Spotting Kendrick, Kendrick popping out, and Kendrick drop are the most craziest, scariest things that you could hear. So YG said that he put a bunch of songs together, a bunch of albums together just to get out of his contract, and that he spoke to Kendrick. I might upload that. And that he spoke to Kendrick, and Kendrick said no, because whatever you put out, that's your reputation. You understand? And YG needed, that's not psychic advice. That's a common sense. So Kendrick told YG, don't just put out garbage because that's what they're going to remember. Because some people like, I'm trying to get out of this country. I don't like them anyways. Let me just put out whatever. You're building your reputation. So he was very grateful that Kendrick gave him that advice. Kendrick is a wise man. He's wise and common sense. So that's what happened with YG. We got him off the docket. Let's see. Takes me back to Miss Shirt. Yeah, takes me back. Yeah, to Miss Shirley. Yes, I love I love good music. Miss Marianne would like that song too, I think. Um, and do you guys, yeah, the guy, I saw he got great advice from Kendrick. Yeah. That I might upload that. Um, I'm oh man. Yeah, what you want to for love? Yes. Look, that's the story of our lives, right? You tried everything and you don't give up. Don't give up. Try to believe in love if you can. If you can. If people hurt you, set boundaries. Sidebar advice. Sensitive and savage advice. um, okay. So let's talk about finally to end this beautiful time that we have together, our dates. Um, Kendrick re-enters the chart with Luther and on Spotify. A lot of his songs are back on the charts ever since Iceman dropped, and they keep talking about pure sales. So we're gonna talk about pure sales. GNX now has 600,000 pure sales, um, which is amazing because back in the day, uh, people didn't have as many there was no tracking. So if you sold a lot of albums back in the day, so help you God, because you didn't have internet. You understand? You didn't have internet. So academics and all those idiots are talking about, oh, such and such from back in the day only had 100 or 97 pure sales. Dude, you try pure selling your stuff with no internet. You try just word of mouthing this thing, or just, if you land on a radio station, or if you land on 106 in Park, you know how hard it is to spread the word without internet? How it used to be back in the day. So now, since they love numbers, Kendrick breaks numbers too. 600,000 pure sales. And that Hibbity, whatever, that album only has 100,000, uh, 100, I think it's 100,000 pure sales only, or whatever. Or even less than that. Now, here's the thing. Drake spent millions, millions. I think it was approximately 10 million or more on advertising this melted ice for 2 years. Millions. Kendrick just dropped suddenly. Suddenly, with no rollout, no nothing. Here's the daggone music and enjoy. And for him to, and he's still moving. So, by the way, Kendrick's songs are still streaming. They have staying power. Nobody, the drops are epic on Drake's songs. They're dropping like flies, like they're dropping out of control. It's 63%, 70%. Like some of his songs are like a number 130, 150 on the charts. So nobody cares. They don't have staying power, and people do not go back to listen to that because they care about their ears. People don't listen to that nonsense. So people, Kendrick song, man, I don't even know what to play. What was I playing? What was the last Kendrick song I was playing? It might have been the song Trouble, because I'm stuck on that. I put an upload for that, and that was amazing. Hibbity, bibbity, tibbity, chibbity. I don't know, according to Charles Brown. Yeah, hibbity, tibbity, whatever. Hipty doo dah. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's a nonsense. 2 years later, GNX is still kicking Iceman butt. Drake is in love with ass whoopings, and I'm convinced. I think he doesn't care. Listen, there's money, power, and respect, right? He doesn't have respect. He don't care about respect. He doesn't care. He just wants money. He doesn't care about respect. That's what I've said. He's actually, I think he's addicted to embarrassment and humiliation. I think he is, because he helps his humiliation. Him duck lipping with barrettes in his hair, and he thinks he's rough and tough with his Afro puff. He think he Lady of Rage. Yeah, if you know, you know. Lady of Rage. Remember Lady of Rage? Rough and tough with my Afro puff. That's what he thinks he is. He's channeling weird, just weirdly all over the place. He thinks he's rough and tough with his nail polish, which reminds me, I gotta get my nails done. Okay, fine. I played. Damn, I can't. I don't know what to play with Kendrick. I can't stop. And with people that I love, like Masego's going in concert, I'm about to lose my damn mind. He's been quiet for so many years, a few years. Now he's outside. For y'all Masego lovers, I'm gonna be documenting that. So, that went crazy viral. The last Masego edit that I did was 347,000 views on the dance that's viral with his song. So, he's amazing. He's back outside, and he just dropped the information on a concert. So that's happening. So Kendrick has, 600,000 sales. GNX is still rising and still selling pure copies. That means not just streaming. People are buying the vinyl. They're making sure. And especially, remember last month or 2 months ago when last month when they took Kendrick's songs disappear from streaming, people like, oh, hell to the nah. And the pure sales went up because people were getting the vinyls. So now something about, I'm gonna do a video, or I want to talk quickly about Kendrick, the hints that Kendrick be giving that are incomplete. Like, for example, that red GNX car that was in the that was thank God I was there. I saw it for the first time at MetLife. Thank God I was there. That's, and I saw it. I'm so grateful. And he just popped that thing out of nowhere. That thing was so, I couldn't stop laughing, y'all. Y'all don't understand how big that is. You do not understand how big that is. It took up the entire stage. I don't. Kendrick is so funny. I can't with him. So he has a bunch of incomplete hints. We've done dot to dot. Get it? That's a bar. We connected the dots. That's a bar. With him wearing the casino, okay, Baby Keem came out. And him saying, I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts. Okay, we got Imani over here. But we still have incomplete hints that we need to connect the dot to dot. And that's like that big GNX. And they're saying, Baby Keem has been wearing red too. And everything they do has a meaning. Yes, your music diva said it. Yes. Baby Keem has been wearing red. They can't go back because you can't fake influence. That includes your favorite artist. They cannot trick the people. The audience is not dumb. Even Drake's audience are against him. After that album dropped, those 3 albums, they're literally are like, bro, I'm your fan, but what the hell is this? Drake is seeing them in real time. Yeah, they cannot. Drake is. He noticed his albums did not meet. They did not beat GNX. They did not beat GNX. And the one that the Iceman, because everybody was curious about that. People played it, but played it one time, and a bunch of people didn't play it again. That's why they dropped so embarrassingly. Big steppers. How about the live concerts? If you go to my page and you just want to watch concerts and stuff like that, you just just loop it. Just watch a bunch of stuff. Live performances. You know how many live performances I watch? Kendrick gonna have a tour in Malaysia. Listen to DJ Smackademics. It's laughable. Yeah, it's laughable. Asylum. It's laughable. Listen to them. The nerve of you, Dennis. You raised a horrible person. I love when y'all say lyrics. I love lyrics. And Kendrick's lyrics is an advice for every stage or everything in your life. Everything in your life. If you want dating advice, he got dating advice. Because in Euphoria, he was like, talking about women that don't know their worth and stuff, and like Drake hangs out with these women. Be God's favorite. They can't. Nonstop. I play some of that stuff nonstop. I have so much music. My playlists should be illegal and all over the place. My playlists are crazy. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. um, That's so funny. I love that. And these are stimmies. You guys know, like, I just be stimming all day. I get on people's nerves because I be like, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. I just be saying everything. And it matches life. Everything matches. Like, everything. There's a stimmy for everything. Iceman album was a dedication to Kendrick and LeBron. And LeBron, Asylum. Let him know how much rent free. Listen, in my last live, I said that I think that Drake is secretly in love with Kendrick, and I am an unpopular opinionist. I think he's beyond obsessed, and I think he likes him. He wants his attention, and he doesn't know how to get it. And he hates that he's losing money off of Kendrick. And then when Kendrick does give him attention, he ends up in court. You want attention? You want attention? Then he ends up in court crying. And that's another thing. He's worried about Not Like Us. I still can't get over how he didn't sue for Meet the freaking Grams. Meet the Grams was an assassination of character, of life, of everything, of your career. And you worried about Not Like Us? And like he said, if I was a pedo, I would have been, arrested. Or whatever the hell he said, Yeah. The majority of the album was full of terrible rebuttals. He's like, hide the Bible? Okay, why don't you read a verse? We went over some of the lyrics, and I literally have tears in my eyes laughing. The king of quotables. I have a quotable for everything. I get on people's nerves, like, because there's a thing for everything. I agree. He has some type of attraction to him. He has an attraction. I'm the only one saying this. He has some weird fetish. an attraction. And he's like, "You too short," but I'm sure he wants it. He dressed like Mr. Morale after the battle, the beef. When Drake surfaced in Texas and he all of a sudden moved to Texas for a little bit, he came out dressed just like Mr. Morale cover. Exactly. Y'all remember that? Twin, you are right. Drake is obsessed with Kendrick. Yeah. They are. He's in love with him. I mean, rightfully so, but that's still like, live your truth, girl. Drake, just come out, whatever closet. But Drake is a weirdo with sexuality, anyways. He's like one of these people that doesn't have any boundaries. Cause then he just proposed to Academic, and then he on stage with young a minors, you know what I'm saying? So he has a weird, the people that don't have boundaries, that be like they're just attracted to lust, and they're just like, I'll just F anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think Drake is. Mama, which oh God, I'll let you live. Yeah, he has a weird obsession, but nobody's trying to hear me. I be yelling on the mountain, and people. I be sensitive. I'm sensitive when I'm supposed to be. I have sentimental feelings. Like I show my feelings and my sensitive side with the right people, the right time, and then people get very surprised that I'm a savage. But if you hear me talk, you kind of know. Like I'm a little spicy. Kendrick wore the glitter glove for the at first of Mr. Morale concerts at least twice a week. I always go back to those compilations of Drake fans crashing out. I love those. Those make the day bright. I love those, and that's healing for me. That is so healing. The crash out for Iceman. I am addicted to the crash out for Iceman. I am. I watch those reviews. I watch those things over and over, and people are literally pissed off. You know, find any confidence in fans doing that? No. Um. So. Right. Hey sis, Dolores Walker. So now, so Kendrick is moving, pure sales like crazy, and we're still waiting for the hints, like the red GNX car. We're waiting for those hints. People are still waiting for the snippet on the All Right video. Remember what these two hating on me, trying to, but the ain't free. Remember that when he was in the car in black and white, and he just was that snippet, that unreleased track. People still waiting for that. People still waiting for bodies. Now I want to say something about Kendrick while we wrap this up. As far as Black Hippie, and I know I talk about this a lot, but you know he did say Black Hippie didn't work out. It may work out. It's a 50-50 chance, folks, for Black Hippie to work out. Now, last week in the live, we were talking about Absol, and some people were saying Absol seems to be like the weakest link out of the group or whatever. And Absol has a lot of things, to work through and everything. But he's now being in the studio more. He has something with Jill Scott. He posted Jill Scott. And he also had a conversation with Jill Scott a couple of weeks ago. And he just did this freestyle. He did 64 bars. I think he's trying to come back and get himself right. 64 bars, and it was fire, guys. I posted some of it. I posted Absol. J Rock's been working on his craft too. He's doing a lot of family stuff lately. Schoolboy Q, he's just on his grind. He's exercising. He's, they're all posting Isaiah Rashad and a few other people, they're people and everything. So they're all working. Now, Black Hippie, like I said, it could be a 50-50. Because think about it. If they wanted to do it, it would have happened. So it might happen. It may still happen. But if it doesn't happen, it's because, not everybody is able to or is on the same page. You get me? Some people are not able to, or they just have things that they have to work on, or whatever the case. But let's talk about Baby KEEM setting New York on fire and me passing by Asylum's block. He said I was on his block. That's crazy. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, that he should ask Yeah, he should ask for more paper because his father's on a payroll, and Drake is so sad. Like we talked about before, Drake and his father are not on the same page. Talk about not on the same page. When he said that his father had cancer, and then they found Dennis, he's like, I ain't got no cancer. Yo, respectfully, he was like, I don't got no. I had something. It was a little something. Like he like. They're not on the same page. If he's gonna have his father on a payroll, they should have a weekly meeting. Like, okay, transactional meeting, not family meeting, a transactional meeting because he's paying his dad his lifestyle for sure. Drake said his father had cancer for us to find out his father don't got. He didn't have when y'all see that. Oh no, I didn't upload that. When they found the father on the street, he was like, I don't got no like the same thing he always says when Drake said this is like the second time that Drake has mentioned him and they asked him about it. He's like, I don't know what the hell like that fool is saying. He's only on pay. He's like, I just work. When you go to the store and you ask somebody for help, they're like, man, I just work here. I don't care about none of this. you know. So that's his father. When are they going to release Keem's video circus music diva? I am waiting for that. That thing is gonna be crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why. So Drake faked us, his father having cancer. It's either he did have cancer, but the father was like, I ain't got no damn cancer. Like his father. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, yo, that's something so serious. Drake was literally getting sympathy. Like Drake was getting sympathy. His sympathy failed because he lacks communication. You have to have the meetings. You have to meet every week and have a transactional meeting with your dad. It's not called a family meeting. Y'all ain't family because y'all don't care about each other. So have a transactional meeting to just tell this guy, this is what you have to say this week, okay? Put the cue cards up, and when they ask you something, read them, If I take out act, I should be in jail. He's referring to Dr. Drake. Yeah, because. Oh my god, that is so stupid. That's like one of these annoying bars because his name is Drake, and if he takes the AK out, I, like I said, I think his dad, I think his cat wrote the lyrics, or a group of first graders, because you don't have to pay them. You just could give them some Jolly Ranchers and some pirate booty or something, and they'll be straight. Yeah, Drake are throwing stupid trash bars. His bars are, I want to say, but I'm gonna just say insane. They're wrong. He's looking for likes and digital. He's looking for likes and digital hugs. Everything is a quotable for everything. Kendrick is a quotable for life. Yeah, I can't say what I want to say. Because if I say it, then y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're a potty mouth." I'm getting out of here, But I'm trying to, just have some, decorum a little bit. Just I'm behaving. Is what it's called. Drake's weird dark cloud of sexuality is due to his cat scratch. Yeah, cat. He just did the cat just did it for a scratch. The cat was like, "You got my back or what?" And not literally, but just like, "You got my back. You gonna scratch it?" And then he agreed. And that's why Kendrick knew this, and that's why he's like, "Don't speak on the family, Crody." This is the silliest live. This I know it's got to be one of them because the way I think, I know it's insane. I know that you don't have to tell me. I know I'm insane because that's why Kendrick was saying, "Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in your family, Crody." Um, Drake songs and he turned the six upside down. I find Drake. I get mad at Drake. I despise him. Um, but I also I have to laugh because he's a level of stupid. It's breathtaking stupidity. He is breathtakingly stupid. Like he's so stupid, you gotta laugh. Remember when he was on Aiden Ross and that sound that he made? I think I uploaded that video and the Pinocchio series, whatever the hell he was running from, was the funniest thing in life. And those cartoons that they make, I still watch that. Asylum, by the way, I still watch the cartoons that they make fun of. Like that, like Kendrick is haunting Drake in his sleep. Like, I still watch RDC and all those, and the people that make funny cartoons about the beef and stuff. It's funny as hell. Baby Keem likes to wear red for casino concerts. Yeah, Baby Keem has been wearing red. Yo, that thing was different. The vibe changed. The vibe in New York was completely different. These people were out of control. They were laying on the ground. They were putting his T-shirts everywhere. They were putting signs. They had the funniest signs like call 911. Like they would just say like if you get whatever, like they would just say press this button. They had signs with the red button. Like they were just crazy. It was so crazy lit. And he did his thing. He's really perfecting his craft by performing every night, and he is ready. And he also said in an interview that he's ready to be outside and be more consistent. One of the interviews that I put, the video that I put on Baby Keem last week, this week, he was saying that it was hard for him to do music, that time that he was away, it was hard. Nobody can make him do music. Kendrick spoke to him many times, but he had to physically and mentally be ready. You understand? And Kendrick was thank God for Kendrick. Kendrick was coaching him. Kendrick is like a cousin, father figure, or positive male figure to Baby Keem, and I'm so glad he was there. So he was saying that now he's okay. He sees the love, he sees the love every single night that these people pay good money to be there with him to just oh my God, the energy, the love for Baby Keem is so severely serious. It's so I know it's fulfilling a part of him. It's making him happy. It's making him be fulfilled, and he knows that his grandma, rest in peace, saw him make something of himself. He shouldn't feel bad about the grandma died in the house that he bought. I know that must be terrible, terrible, but he should be happy that she saw him be able to be so successful to be able to buy her a house to begin with, and she saw his success and how much people loved him. So her mission was complete. Her mission was complete, and to love this boy and to pour into him, and he didn't become nasty or terrible. He didn't become Drake. He is such a warm smile. He's so humble. In that Nardwar interview, you can see that he gave him a hug. Nardwar was like, "Oh my God, where's this hug coming from?" He's so like sentimental. So, and he's humble because he could be considered. He's only 20 something, and he's selling out these arenas and these places like crazy. Okay, and that governor's ball was one of the biggest places that he's been performing at by himself as a co-headliner. He I know Kendrick is proud, and Kendrick has not popped up in a lot of Baby Keem stuff, but I think he's been in the background. I have some videos I want to put up because Kendrick has been kind of in some of the shows and everything, I do believe. So that you know just like letting him shine, you get me. And you're right, the people that you guys that said that he's gonna let Imani shine a bit, but at the same time, if he does put out his album, it's because they're the big three right now in PGLANG, and they're taking over the summer period. They're taking over all the way to Christmas, the end of the year. They're taking over everything. And remember, Dave Free is a mastermind, like a genius, as well as Kendrick is a genius. So they plan creatively, and so that's what I think they're planning on doing. So, they're doing a great job. Let's see what y'all saying. Let's see what y'all saying. Y'all going crazy. Yeah, yeah. So we'll figure out. Yeah, he's wearing red. Baby Keem is wearing red for all the shows. Is it the fair skin on the Jew or the Jewish? Yeah. Oh my God, that was that the Jew line, the Jewish line was so detrimental to Drake. I don't think he could sink any further. Like that line, Asylum, that line was crazy. I can't believe he literally said that line. Um, yeah, he was talking about is it fair skin? Like he doesn't get hip hop. He doesn't get black culture. He's like, oh, Y'all don't like me because I'm light skinned. You know, like he's so lost. He thought we were gonna accept him because he thought he played the part good enough. Well, guess what? It turns out he's not a great actor. This Oscar does not go to you. You are not a great actor. And people were like, "Oh, he was acting on Degrassi." No, he was being himself. He was getting paid to be himself. He was goofy as hell. Y'all see the videos that I have of him and Degrassi. I put a video of Kendrick versus Drake at 13 years old. Kendrick, you know, as a little boy, Drake as a little boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a teen, at 14, Kendrick was already rapping and doing rap battles in the Nickersons. And this guy was being goofy and trying to sue Degrassi because they put him on a wheelchair. And his mama going along with it. That's why she's an enabler. The reason Drake is like that, and I mentioned it in the video that I have on the homepage, is because his mama she did a horrible job. Both parents did a terrible job. She's an enabler because if if I was her and my kid is trying to sue because they put his character in a wheelchair, man, get your ass, boy, belt ties. Like no, you can't be ungrateful like that. Like you're literally on a show and that's the character. You were a paid actor already. How the hell you from the hood? Like you don't know struggle. You don't know no government cheese. You don't know syrup sandwiches. What do you mean? Sugar water. You don't know nothing about that. Ketchup sandwiches. If you know, you know. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think. Um. Oh, you heard Drake drop out of high school. Um. Fans can relate to his struggle in their own way. I guess fans. King's fans know his songs word for word. Yeah, they. You can tell Drake didn't finish school. He probably just went to eighth grade. I think that. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Meanwhile, Kendrick is out here going to college classes, taking psychology as if he needs it. Kendrick is, you know, like it's only a matter of time before they give him an honorary master's or an honorary degree of any sort. It's only a matter. I'm surprised they haven't because they study his curriculum of they do curriculum of his music. Several colleges are studying Kendrick. Like you know, people be like, "You should be studying." Well, they are studying Kendrick. Let's see what you guys saying. Video to pay tribute to his mom. No blame. Yeah. TDE PGLANG will be taking over the summer. That's a fact. Because you got Isaiah's outside. And remember, SZA is doing an album with, oh man, I forgot. Steve Lacey. Yeah, I think so. Oh my goodness gracious. That is going to be on fire. That's going to be crazy. We don't know you because you're lame. Yeah, we don't know you. We don't know anything about you. Um, your struggles, your so-called struggle. I heard him sing that song, but I didn't put it together that his mom was gone. Yeah, Miss Shirley. I think his mom is still alive, but his grandmother's the one that helped raise him when his mom was battling drug addictions and stuff, and she's still battling because he said in the listening party, the rollout listening party before he dropped the album, that he did the YouTube listening party. He said that in the last Coachella performance, he was performing and all the fans loved him. And as soon as he got off the stage, he got a phone call saying that his mom left rehab and now she's back on the streets acting up and doing all kinds of stuff. And that's when it sent him into a spiral. And then his grandmother passed away. That was his rock. And also his auntie is still here, thank goodness. And she was the one doing the documentary, you know. So yeah, so the people, at least he still has his auntie, but his mom is an everyday struggle. Like we wish the best for her. And his dad was also a mess. I did a review and a reaction video to Baby Keem's entire album, and it was just crazy. Like the stuff that he's going through. I'm just so proud of Kendrick and the work he does. Sandra, sit down. This is heavy. This song is sad. Yeah, it's just so. I look forward to what is happening next. If Kendrick does drop an album soon, he is strategic. He knows why he's doing it. there's probably gonna be a feature, like Imani's probably gonna be singing on his album, or if Baby Keem and him have an album or whatever they're working on. But I think it's big. I think whatever it is big. Like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, it's either his like a deluxe or his album or Black Hippie. So I think it's something major. Because when he told Hit Boy at the Christmas concert, we got one coming, I don't think he meant just this, like just like Baby Keem. I think he meant something else. Bless his heart, that has to be tough and rough. Yeah. Hard to see is funny, and he stands on business for Doc. Yeah, he said that's why Kendrick FaceTimed him, and he had a heart attack almost. He couldn't believe. And Kendrick saluted him at one of the GNX tour. I have that. If you type RDC on my page, Kendrick literally shouted him out, saluted him like that when he was in concert at the GNX, one of the GNX tours. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Baby Keem's concert should be finishing soon. I forget when he's in Europe. He, um, so he's in Europe. Let me see. Oh gosh, yeah, his tour's almost done. It's gonna be over September 18th in London. September 18th in London. Boy, he had a good run. He had an excellent run. My God, today. Yeah, he had an excellent run. Jesus. That boy's been working. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he had a lot of stops on this tour. Beautiful project. Beautiful. I just love the glittery casino merch. Like, I'm trying to get more merch and more merch and more. So, yeah, so they did a King's rollout for Baby King. They did a phenomenal rollout. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. And they took it old school too with the album signings. Because I know Imani at one point or another, people want to see her and interact with her and everything. So I know they're probably polishing her and fixing her and helping her get media ready. And PG Lang is like, we don't do this, we don't do that. And if you're mysterious, then you can last here. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened with Tana Leone. I think there was a situation where it wasn't confidentiality being exercised, and that's one thing they value. I might do a video on that. They value, like, girl, you ain't gonna be acting up in no social media. You ain't gonna be doing this. You ain't gonna be doing that. Especially that's the first female of PG Lang. Are you crazy? So there's a lot of pressure on her shoulders. She might not know it, but there is a lot riding because it's the Kendrick Lamar that co-signed you. Out of all the singers in this world, you know how many people I know that can sing? You guys are impressed with some of the mashups that I use of people that are not even signed. There's people that can sing, and that are not even signed. And for him to pick her, it has to be something, you know. It was sold out online. Is it back up? A lot of it was sold out. I got a couple. Yeah, I got to get a few more. Making King feel like a king. He's worthy. I am so proud of all of them. Now they dropped to the top so much they got a drop sanction. Asylum's been on it, yo. He's been on. Where you should have been with me when we did a few weeks ago. We did the Iceman reaction. Even though I didn't listen to the album, I just read the lyrics and I saw some of the songs, and it was too many. But I just reacted to like two songs or whatever. Like I didn't hear it, but I just saw the lyrics. Um, and yeah, and it was just nonsense. We were laughing. They couldn't believe the lyrics. They couldn't believe the lyrics were that dumb. They were that stupid. It was no effort. He failed. It's like a F, negative F. And you could tell that the ghostwriters hate him or they left the building. The ghostwriters like, here, we're gonna set you up. You don't pay good anyway. So they wrote some trash if he still has ghostwriters. But his own producer didn't know he was dropping two other albums, the Hippity Hoppity, whatever that album is. And the other album that has his mom's, that's a creepy ass picture. His mom and dad, they look weird. That's a weird flex. you know, they have that nonsense up, and nobody cares about that. Chase my pushing out. I feel like screwing. That's when he dropped the skip album of trash. Yo, you got all the lyrics. Ooh, that would be awesome if I was on the GNX documentary. It would be awesome if I was on the GNX documentary. And some of my footage were just like I might be because of the concerts. It's because actually I saw Calmatic filming us. Filming. They're filming right next to me. Like they're filming. So I'm like, I know y'all doing a documentary. They had a fantastic, huge camera. Like they were filming, and they had us in the energy pit and stuff. So I better be somewhere near there in the documentary. Like he really hates his parents. He hates his parents. That's a weird. And then the first song on that album that has the cover is this hoochie mama freaking non-sexy red singing whole songs, thought anthems. She was trying to do the cha cha slide, but the sexual version of the cha cha slide song right on the cover where his mom and his dad are. That's your first track. Like non-sexy red singing about a cha-cha slide. That's yo. Drake is an entire weirdo, like beyond weird, beyond. Like he, it's like somebody might be interested to study him, but I'm not. But he's a beyond weirdo. The cover of if I put my mom and my pop on a cover album, that's gonna be like great things, positivity, advice, like love songs or something positive. That album was even worse trash. Like that was people think that's more trash than the Iceman. So imagine that. And you gonna put it's like straight disrespect. The songs on that album seem like disrespectful thought anthems because he's a thought. I was a like all he knows is getting angry at his mom because she didn't get him a tuna fish bagel cream cheese sandwich. Cream cheese. Yeah, that's disrespectful. It's weird, and these are real things that he did. It's not even me trying to gas things up for likes and clicks. This is what he does. So it's out of control. Kendrick just yeah, it's ridiculous. Meanwhile, Kendrick honors his mother. His mother taught him that all you need is love. He put his mother on his songs, and on that song "Real," right? That song makes me like yo. That song make you cry. If you feel anything, you feel something with that song "Real," and he said. And even his dad, he put his dad. His dad was like, "Real is like stepping up to your responsibility." Like he went like that. Like his father's giving him good advice, and when he uses his parents, it's like for funny things. Like, where my dominoes? Get my van back. Like family things, real situations, and positive. He's not gonna put some thought anthem right next to you talking about your like. It's just weird. He has weird sexual like inclinations. That I'll say that he has weird sexual desires and inclinations. He is sick in his head in more ways than one. But thank you so much. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. That's all I have. And look at this. There's so much to talk about. This isn't a weekend. I didn't even hit on everything. There's other things that kind of happened. But I hope y'all caught up. We had a good time. Here's mine. Literally. Yeah, he was asking for help. Drake was literally asking for help in this album. He hates his he's a slave to UMG. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care how much money they think they're giving him. That's blood money. That literally he is enslaved to them. He's not happy. It's just crazy. I'm Paul's oldest son. He shouts at his mom all the time in a positive way. Respecting his mom, you know. So like I said, they're night and day, and that's why they don't resonate. Kendrick's never gonna. I'll never piece it up with you. I'll never piece it up with them. It doesn't sit well with me. Before I call the truth, I'm gonna take him to hell with me. That's And that we're gonna end on that. Until the one, but after the drops is really deuces. I mean, Doug, y'all just so silly. Yo, I can. Yo, I literally can. You must have. Oh God. Yo, you doing a. Yo, you analyzing like you should start a comedy thing with that. Like you have all his lines. I didn't care that much. You know. I don't even care. I can't. You know. But that's funny. That's funny as hell. I don't deal. He ain't getting no that. He signed his name in blood. He thinks I don't care if they say they gave him $1 billion. He's a $1 billion slave. Then okay, different purchase. You know, he ain't seen that money. He gotta work. He gotta work. They pimping him out. You know, and he doesn't own all his masters like that. He doesn't have ownership. When Kendrick wants when they need a Kendrick song, to be on Gatorade, he's the one signing. He's like, okay, here we go. It's my song. He got the permission to sign. He got the permission to give release. You know, he's the one that owns his stuff. Kendrick's making strategic moves that last him a lifetime. And also with PGLANG being a creative agency, they could tap into movies. He could do everything, and he's going to do movies. He has to. He's too good at it. Look at Luther. He is going to do movies. He's going to do other creative projects, not just music, so that he can have everlasting generational wealth. Generational wealth. And if Kendrick is putting all this into his music and all this advice, imagine what he's pouring into his kids. And I hope they learn, because you know, when you have kids, you never know how they're going to turn out. You know, but they, you know, I know they have a great father. And Father's Day is coming out. Shout out to fathers. Your contract reads in perpetuity. Yeah. Um, that's for life. Like, that's like, okay, some of the contracts were for 35 years. And just like Salt and Pepper, they had a contract that, okay, after 35 years, y'all can get royalties. And they got nothing. They got screwed. And they were in and out of court. You get me? They got nothing after 35 years. Those contracts were shicey, were terrible, grimy back in the day. And that's why if they move a lot of units back in the day, respect to them. And, you know, I hope they get into new contracts and do new things. And that's why all the OGs need to be outside. And I'm gonna end with this. All the OGs need to come back and get their money straight and get all the go on shows. But don't be doing so many concerts like I'll make y'all laugh. Like Mary J. Blige, who's sitting on a couch on stage, she looked tired. I is tired. You know what I'm saying? She's like, here, okay then. Her energy is like, here, have a freaking concert. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who she owes money to. That she looked like she got for eternity of concerts to do. Sidebar, but I digress. You know, all the OGs need to come back. You 60, you 50, you 80, whatever. Go ahead and get. They got the European, the British rappers. They're like one is 80 and one is 78 or something like that, and they rap hella good. So if you still got it, you gonna flaunt your creativity. You do it. I don't give a damn. Especially show these little kids. Take a pen and pad and take some notes, cause y'all not doing enough. If you young and you got a record deal and you rapper, you should have went with the alley oop. Look at all these people wasting their time that Kendrick helped. And where the hell are they now? You know, what are you doing, Young Threat? And all these people, like, I see some of them trying to do little songs and stuff, but it's like, it's not enough. What you doing with your 24? So, thank you so much. I enjoyed your show today, Twin. Drake is broke in a different language. Like, he's kind of broke because it's not him. Ownership. Yeah, the blueprint is by me. Yes, I got real music lovers up in here. Yeah, P and Bass, right? Thank you. Thank you. Y'all helping me. Good. Thank you. Yeah, them mofos is nice. They clean as a dean, boy. Their rap is clean as a dean. They be making me. They clever too. It ain't no lazy bars. They talking reckless. They're like, yo, they really shooters out here. Like, they really, you know. Yeah, for sure. When you went live, I was at work. It's all good. I appreciate your time. Thank you, T Star. Remember T Star Video. Join the membership. I gotta put that. If you want to support this channel, yeah. Look at the pinned comments, the Cash App, Sensitive Savage Reacts. Yeah, and I do commentary on my videos. I have to, so YouTube could keep this channel or whatever. And if anything happens, like I said, because YouTube is bugging out, join my Patreon, or I may start another channel, or you can see me, you can find me somewhere. You can get in touch with me, IG, TikTok, whatever. I'm building it right now, so I don't have a lot of people on there. I'm trying to, you know, have contingency plans. You get me? I'm trying to build my own blueprint, the energy's there. So y'all know, y'all recognize my energy. You know my edits, If it's a different name or whatever, y'all know my edits. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Thank you so much. Your presence is a present. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Salute. I appreciate Cash App, Sensitive Savage. There's 7. Patreon, Sensitive Savage Reacts. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the members. Thank you. And let yourself be known if you join the Patreon, because I don't recognize some of the emails on the Patreon, but just let me know. I'll shout y'all out. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great week. I'm gonna try to go live more often, but if not, I'll probably see you next week. Same time, same bad channel. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.